Hello, everyone, and welcome to our latest episode of Scheduled Conflicts. Heyo.
Yeah.
So glad you could all join us today. Amber, thank you so much for that early raid. We really appreciate it.
Yee.
I just wanted to make one simple announcement before we begin. Hex, if you would do the honors of the exclamation point merch. I would like to announce that we now have some official Scheduled Conflicts merchandise.
Woo!
The form of a stickers, some t-shirts, and we're going to be continuing to work on many more bits of merch in the future. So go check that out.
I'm excited. I'm gonna buy all of them.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to get a scheduled conflict shirt. And then at some point, an all four shirt to wear for when we stream to give me Lux of the Gob Rolls Mo Force.
Oh god. So we all remember where we left off last time?
I'm alive.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah, you sure are.
I'm going to go heal Laffy first things first.
Yeah, Alafia has gone through a lot of damage after slaying a stone giant that was venomously attacking the walls of Portus Cale. On their trip from Iron Edge all the way back to here, they ended up coming into this strange encounter. Here. At this point, the dust has settled. The guards cautiously put down their crossbow bolts. They start winching up the ballistas and starting to maintain a quiet. You hear shouting across the other side of the gate as some folks are trying to assess the damage and get the proper people in for repairs.
Ow.
Come here, Laffy. Let me heal those wounds.
Thank you.
I put a hand on you as your blood creeps back into some of your wounds and they close up.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go over back to the carriage and just check up on Elisa, make sure she's okay.
You see Elisa
11.
Nice roll.
nice.
Good.
Sort of, one leg crossed over the other in this sort of soft, dignified position, keeping in the shade of the caravan. Are you done then?
Good to know you weren't so concerned.
Why should I be?
Because if we had died, then you would be stuck here until nightfall.
It's a good thing I put my trust in you then. At this point that you hear the gates just rising up as the bright guards begin to just storm out and assess. By the light. That could have been much worse without you guys around. Appreciate you for coming in so quickly.
Well, we need to get into the city and and there was no way through the giant otherwise.
You hear one of the guards up front like, "You could have done the other gate." Shut up! we're glad you were here.
And we were happy to lend some assistance.
Been a nuisance, these giants, as of late.
Oh?
This is not the first one?
Giants, well, these ones in particular, as he sort of kicks the rock with his boot. These ones tend to wander outside of the highlands a little more than the others. Think the land is
idea
just
why?
sorry?
Laffy just asking. Any idea why?
I couldn't tell you what's going on inside the head of those giants. Wander around like they own the place. Yeah.
Well, first the dwarves. I guess next up are the humans on the list. Unfortunately. Subjugation is never pretty, but it's going to take them a long time. Strong-willed and all.
But it's them and not us for now. Meantime, don't mind this, damage, and, welcome to Portus Cale.
I'm going to turn around to head back to the cart, but I'm going to give the stone giant one last kick. Just a...
Yep, just a little...
Yeah, literally.
Alright, we're gonna have to get the logs to roll this bastard off of the wall.
Of course. Yeah, I head to the cart. See the other two inside and hop up front.
Alright.
Yeah.
What did you want up front?
Just putting Joust up there.
I seem to be malfunctioning. I will start a rebooting phase.
That's what happens when you take a tree to the face.
How.
Yeah, you know, that tracks.
Ward off.
That's one way of clearing it off, yeah.
Into the shadow
Oh,
realm.
don't.
Apparently we're a bit low in volume.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Why the hell did my mic turn down again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, sound normal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell us more.
Alafi, as is the custom at my tables, you get to keep the stone giant as a trophy.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
That's your kill.
Yep, whoever does the finishing blow of
Extend.
incredibly tough encounters gets to keep the figure as a trophy.
That's cool. I like that.
My little taste of just like, this is how far we've come, this is what we've faced, you know.
Yeah.
You could paint it
Or see
green.
who wins at the end.
You could paint it. You could paint it green.
Maybe.
Maybe. You have all these options at your disposal. Get your map back in here.
So how about them bears?
Those bears are bearable.
Mm,
There we go.
The pun is not.
mm.
Down.
But what other gate were the guys talking about? There appears to only be one way in.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Mention there's a
It's
gate up
fine.
and I can't. That's the button. Mention there's a gate at that road.
That's the
Maybe.
coastline.
It's like a little road that leads right to the wall.
Yeah, that is true. Anyway,
Keep watch over the coastline.
With that, you actually see heading in, you see soldiers getting these like long rolling logs ready to just sort of hoist the corpse of a stone giant off and roll it off the road. You see several of them looking at the and inspecting several of the buildings that are damaged at the main front of the gate. Most of the townsfolk have like scattered deeper into the town as the Bright Guard are trying to keep the peace as well as they can. Luckily, with such a populated area, there is a strong enough guard presence that it provides a comfort. So, welcome back to Portus Cale. What would y'all like to do?
Shall we start with getting paid twice?
Yeah, we should.
Paid's good.
Stop by the armory, because that's where we got one of the quests.
Ah, yes, the Kale Market.
Yep.
I believe we got it done under the time limit then.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Maybe we're cutting it close, but I believe we did fine.
I mean, we got there as fast as we could.
Where's your little... There you are. So you make your way back to the Kale Market and reconvene there with the familiar scent of the forge. You see the dwarf and the halfling double duo is just hard at work as usual.
What time of day is it?
It would have been about I would say like late morning, almost noon.
Good morning, good morning, you two. Back.
Oh, been a little while. Hope your
Indeed, it has.
hope your delivery went all right.
It did. Unfortunately, the mines were closed when we arrived, but they were opened up by the time we left. So,
Oh, well,
those tools will be put to good use.
excellent.
All right. Now, as for payment, or was what you gave us for the cart the payment, which I would be happy to accept.
Well, it seems you got yourself a bit of a promising business in delivery services.
Indeed.
Consider that an investment toward your future, but if you need anything else from us, within reason, we'd be more than happy to lend a helping hand.
I'm gonna step out of the cart and I'm actually gonna approach them. I actually am running low on some arrows if you guys could provide.
And
Some arrows, that's my specialty, as the halfling sort of steps up.
Perfect.
and if by any chance I could perhaps get some iron off you and maybe have use of your forge at least for a few hours.
Ah, some iron parts. What are we planning on making?
A rapier. Iron or steel. But I know iron's cheaper, so I know
Ooh.
you're
Get
probably
that
more
nice,
likely to
perfect
part-
vein line to iron edge. It would be the most effective thing for us to buy out in a jiffy.
Of course.
What other stuff do they have as far as long range weapons goes?
Most
It might have a blunderbuss.
most long range weapons here are not what they would craft out of irons and steels and stuff. They have some leathers to put over underneath the armor and such, but nothing that really screams we're a Fletcher.
So I'm guessing no crossbows either.
Afraid not. But I used to practice making arrows all the time when I was growing up, so this comes natural to me as he gets the arrowhead perfectly lined up and situates the arrows up. Takes a little time, but he eventually gets a nice good bundle for you.
How much? Like how many arrows in a bundle?
Each bundle is usually about 20.
Okay, perfect.
So he starts you off with 20 and just let me know if you need any more if you're in town. I can do this in my free time.
Sure. And do I need to pay anything, or is that just like part of the payment for us completing the job?
Arrows barely cost a thing in the bundles like that. You'll do fine.
Noted. Appreciate it.
All right. Meanwhile, I'm a bit curious. You see him pull out this ingot of iron and start to like ready other materials. Just like, I want to see you make something.
Understood. This may take some time, guys. I could meet you somewhere if you'd prefer not to wait for me.
We could meet you at the cracked shell then.
Understood. If you want to stick by me, Payne, or if you want to head out, I feel like we should stay in groups so we don't get robbed.
That's actually a good thought.
I'm gonna look over to Lady Camelot, just like sitting in the cart. And then look back at Drana. The rest of you look after our friend, and I'll stick with Drana. We'll meet you at the croc shell.
All right.
Sounds good.
And I'll get to work starting making a rapier. And yes, I will be using my ability to do so. You know.
Indeed. Roll me your smith tools.
That's strength.
Yes.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking where I could mark off the class feature. I think it's this one. Okay. Smith tools is strength plus. Yeah. So that would be 6 at the moment. 13.
13.
It's not my best work, but it'll do.
And it's passable. It'll hold up any strength test, it seems.
I've seen this
Indeed.
woman a freaking wheel out of a barrel.
That's so.
Woodworking and blacksmithing are my specialities.
Ah,
And
almost therapeutic, isn't it?
indeed. And I am actually going to take my holy symbol before the metal cools and brand my blade with it.
And you sort of like where the
Craftsman's mark.
where the hilt, where the base of the blade meets the handle, you sort of just like press in your symbol as hard as you can and emblazon it with your mark.
A craftsman is always proud of their work.
As long as you don't let it get too hot, dude.
Of course. Although I could always do so much better, but this will have to do for now. I appreciate you letting me use your forge. I know how important it is to forge masters who use
Please,
their
you've
forge.
been more than reliable for us, and with feels like that, I wouldn't mind having you a bit of an apprentice here. Helper, apprentice, fellow smith, it doesn't make a difference to you, does it? Always can use more hands.
Well, well, if I'm in town for long periods of time, I will let you know. But me and this group seem to be traveling quite a bit. Speaking of which, we need to get back to the group. Unless you need anything else. Pace?
Unfortunately, there's not much here that, aside from the arrows, that really could serve me.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I-
Unless you got some traders coming in from Falling Fire, there's not really much more that can pack a punch here.
That's the
Fair
problem,
enough.
isn't it? Are you sure there's
And-
not anywhere else that I could possibly get any, like, long-range weapons like that?
Depends who you talk to.
I know that the more expensive and fancier things are more in Falling Fire, but
There's been the occasional magic item that's been known to come in and out of the markets every now and then, but the Bright Assembly has that stuff usually kept under lock and key. Yeah, catch my meaning.
yeah.
If you're just looking for a crossbow, next time, if you get me some wood, I could probably help you. Some wood and some metal. I could probably help you craft one.
If you can make it, I'm not going to say no.
It may not be that fancy, but I'll need to think about it and see how well I actually do.
Drum up some ideas. We can talk about it later.
Yep.
Well, the rest of the party was convening over to the cracked shell. Been, Alafi, you get the sense right off the bat that the cracked shell gotten a little more active since the last time you've seen it.
Nice.
More mage patrons walking in and out of the place. Or just hanging outside of it, outside the docks with a pint in their hands. That sort of still like open venue sort of feel to the place. You walk inside, you see manning the counter is your turtle friend Boba.
Good boy.
Making sure I'm not bleeding on the floor, I'll walk up.
Yeah, no,
Up to the bar,
your
just sit
wounds
down
have
very quickly.
at the very least been closed up. At this point, it's
Thanks, Trona.
heavy bruising that's given your damage outlook.
Mm.
Oh, well. Isn't our big old fuzzy friend? How y'all doing?
My body hurts, but the rest of the crew are about to step inside.
Alright, well. Maybe you need a little something to loosen you up.
Sure.
Nice cheap one.
Or just like slams a tankard to the counter and just pours out like from a copper bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You good? Okay.
Lappy's stiff. Joke's on you, Kirk is also stiff. Role-playing this is easy.
That being said, your stiffness has maybe distracted you for a little bit because across the way from the bar, you hear a familiar voice call out to you.
Yes, and it seems like you're not the worse for wear.
And as you go to turn, you see the familiar face of Cassius, who is sitting on the other side of the bar,
Go.
calming drink in hand.
Hope you're doing well.
Hopefully as well as you after the business we have to attend to.
Entirely unrelated to any of that business. Do you know why giants are wandering down to the gates here? Just if you happen to know.
It's a bit of tricky business. Most giants have been known to keep to their corners of the world. Stone giants tend to be... How do I put it? Daydreamers.
Greedy?
Not greedy in the sense that they think it. It's that they believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Said that stone giants tend to have this sort of lackadaisical quality about them. They think what they're experiencing is a dream, and if they're in a dream, they can do whatever they want.
The last one probably woke up pretty poorly.
Uh.
Swig.
It said their leaders try to keep them contained. It is hard to stop a giant who has their mind set on something. Especially if they think they're dreaming.
Well, I'm going to sit here and drink this. Wait for the rest of my friends.
Yep,
get in here.
it's just a cheap ale that gives you a nice little numbing sensation. As you're just mulling over drinks, eventually the rest of the party regroups.
Perfect.
Before we head inside, I am going to go out to the cart and visit Lady Camelette.
I'm gonna follow.
You sort of like bring your carriage over to the cracked shell. You all sort of sit yourselves in it. You see like as like the carriage door opens, she literally like shifts her legs and body to like avoid direct sunlight. Or you sit.
Apologies.
It is the wonders of the day that you get to enjoy this luxury.
For better or worse, it's still uncomfortable as fuck.
You're telling me.
Well,
Oh, you have it far worse, believe me.
well, all I have to say is I felt like you need a way to defend yourself. So I made you this as I present her the rapier that I just made.
You see her unsheath it. Exquisite.
Of course. Nothing but the best. I felt like it was only fair that if someone is coming after you, you could defend yourself against them. And
Yes, this definitely beats tooth and claw.
Of course. Now,
Thank you. Didn't have to do.
no, but I felt like I should. Everyone deserves something to defend themselves, and you're no different. Although you are strong even without even without it. As I grab my neck where she bit me.
Do I
A
need to
few-
leave you two alone?
No.
Is that what's happening here?
No.
I figured it was the both of
just-
you who just wanted to discuss something.
Here might not be the best place, but yes. We'll probably move. If you're okay with it, we'll probably move you inside in the evening into a room so you can actually have a bed to sleep on.
Good, good.
Yeah, you're not a prisoner here, or at least we hope you don't. I hope you don't think that. As
All right, so I can see where this is going. I'm going to go and take care of the rooms. You two.
hey,
just-
I'm coming. I was just
No,
being
no,
nice.
by all means, stay. It seems you two are getting along quite well.
Is this too awkward for you? Haneth.
These kinds of things not exactly my forte. You can ask Toro about that.
I mean, fair.
Well, suit yourself. It's been weeks since I've had an actual proper conversation with someone.
I promise we'll get to talking tonight.
I
I'm
would
sure
like
we have
that.
a lot to discuss. Anyway,
For your
I
sake
just
and mine.
walk on in. I just
Yes.
walk on inside, sit down at the bar, and tap the knock
Ah,
on
hey,
the-
if it's not just all dark and creepy. There you go.
Just slams another one down next to Alafi.
Thank you. I need to get out of there. They're having girl talk.
I'm just going to say one more thing to her, but anyway, continue. Sorry.
I mean, if
I
you want
didn't-
to, you can say something if you want.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Sorry. Continue.
Nothing left to continue.
Oh,
Okay.
Alright. I do have one request.
What is that?
The next time you have to feed,
Mhm.
may I observe?
Why?
Your kind is very interesting to me. I wish to know more about them. And I'm curious how one who prefers dreams feeds to. Because I've already seen how you feed on, well, blood.
Let me make one thing very clear for you, Drana.
Yes.
What you find is interesting to my kind is a means of survival.
I am aware.
There is no romantic ideal to it or anything.
No, of course not. I don't want you feeding on me, either. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking to observe so I can take notes. That is all.
I say this to simply warn you. It is not something most get to observe.
I understand.
Well,
Thank you. As I carefully crack open the door to the cart and walk back into the tavern.
all right.
And close the door. You know, to make sure she doesn't. Anyway.
Did you start holding hands yet?
No.
Oh, damn.
What?
Almost all
got
the
money on
gang's
that one.
here. How about that?
another tankard up on the.
I'd take the glass and chug it. Chug. Anyway.
It does nothing. It is.
Yeah, I know.
It's. If it wasn't spoiled, he'd throw it out.
Ah, finally, better beer.
Yeah.
We couldn't get much worse than last time.
Mm.
Well, I mean, last time was at the mine. It wasn't that bad.
The time
Oh
before that.
yeah, said you were doing some traveling over there. Hope everything turned out fine.
It did. Oh, and your friends send you the best.
Ah, few words, but they always count.
Of course.
Oh, you gonna be all staying for the night?
That's the plan.
If you have rooms.
Plenty. Same rates as last time.
Remind me,
This-
what were those rates again?
5 silver pieces.
Alright.
I dropped 1 gold.
Who it
Because-
is then?
Yeah. Alright.
Puts the keys next to a mug and.
Ah, good.
We'll have a place to talk then. Your attention's drawn back to Cassius, who's been still just sitting and finishing his drink.
Oh, hey, Cass. I didn't see you there.
Well, I figured
Huh?
you'd be in the place you were last time.
Yeah. I mean, good to stay with familiar surroundings.
Always nice to have a regular.
You know, normally I would consider it rude for someone to constantly invite themselves into our bedroom, but you've been good so far.
You just see him grin from that.
Indeed. So, shall we discuss this now?
Sure.
I see no reason why not.
Oh, one thing. You're going to want to get your men there as fast as possible.
I suppose you're going to tell me why.
Yeah,
When we have some privacy, yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
He sort of just like raises his arm, lets you lead the way to the room.
I will take one of the keys and head on up.
Yeah, and I toss the other key to Tora. Same sleeping arrangements, I assume.
That would make sense.
Alright.
Make your way up to the stairway and find the room's almost equivalent to the ones you were in last time you were here. A little bit.
Almost.
A little bit more separated than before. One of the rooms you got was is closer to the stairway. The other's the farthest one back on the right.
Gotcha. Oh,
So Pain can't hear through the walls this time.
No, that was me who was listening.
No, Pain heard me too.
There.
yeah, I heard him too. Oh, isn't that a shame? It's so separated now. I can't hear you call me boring.
Oh, you want to hear me talk about you, Sunshine?
When I'm not here.
Now then. How was your venture into Ironhead?
It was
We're gonna
fine.
attacked by a manticore on the way there.
Several manticores.
And all the
True.
better for it. That
Help the
doesn't
Cobalt
answer my
Express a
question.
little.
You find the
We-
materials.
Yep. As I toss him the little chunk of stone that we took off of it.
You just toss it away, and before it reaches his chest, he just like grabs it backhanded.
Indeed.
You almost see him get this like starry look in his eyes as he sees what he now has in his hand.
There was a lot of it
It's
too.
like it's like the captain in Treasure Planet, just like looking at the map.
Yeah.
Stomach 1 second, looks at it, just like ooh, and then back to the stomach as soon as she looks back.
Can I insight check the reaction?
Sure, roll me an insight.
With an 8, I probably just think he's happy.
Yeah, he seems very pleased with what he has in his hands.
Mm.
As such, he remarks, just good. Definitely it. And you see him do this wave with his hands as his eyes glow blue. Begins to like hone in on the mineral rock you've given him.
Unfortunately, as I hinted at down below, we did have a little bit of trouble.
Go on.
We might have accidentally done some work that was asked of the Saint Black Lion.
Essentially,
Yes.
he was going to handle it, but we got to it first. He was pretty salty about it.
Yeah.
See. Well, fact remains that this is now our possession, and you have done your jobs to the T. Suppose you have gotten the necessary paperwork needed to have us send our men over.
Elafi has it, if I remember correctly.
Laffy?
Dirk does not remember this, but Elafi will hand over the paperwork.
You got it from the foreman.
He sort of
Either
like
you were jousted. I don't remember.
he sort of shakes
I think
the
it was
paper
jousted.
open with his
Probably
left
jousted.
hand to make sure he like keeps the stone in his right hand firm. As he like sort of just brings the paper up to his face and
Well, if the Empire's good at anything, it's being legally binding.
to roll it back up. It's kind of awkward because he's trying his best to hold onto the stone with one hand while rolling a paper up with the other hand.
Elafi will reach a hand up, here, I'll hold that for you. The stone specific.
You see him like hesitate for a second.
Trying
But
to gauge his reaction very specifically.
yeah, roll me an insight check.
– 19.
19. You notice the hesitation as his hand almost instinctually goes for like to hand you the scroll, but you mentioned the stone, and he's like, apologies, and he just starts handing you the mineral or rolling up the paper.
There you go.
As long as this fine saint doesn't interrupt our legally binding work, there'll be no troubles.
Well, I hope he's at least reasonable. I know very little about the Saints from where I come from.
He's small.
Small.
That is definitely the electromite that has been the key to my research for a long time. Hopefully with this research we're about to do and perhaps some prospecting, we may have something going for us.
Anything to get my boy here into college as I punch DJ's shoulder.
Yes, there is.
Careful, he's frail, he's squishy, he's a mage. You're gonna break him.
Or Tora. What? Why did I forget your name? Anyway.
Oh no.
Tora shoulder. Yeah.
Either way.
Rubbing where she at.
Yes, that does remind me, now that you've done your end of the bargain, it is my turn to return that favor in kind. And you see him pull out from his coat pocket this leather-bound scroll case. As he undoes one of the ends, he pulls a paper out. This I will present it to you.
As he hands it over to Tora.
Right. I'll take it from him.
With this, you will be considered a associate. The Glowing Isles. You are free to work in the confines of whatever assemblies that we have across of Eos. We have stations held in Everspire, up in Morrowhaven, the Reigning Vale, as well as the capital city of Falling Fire. You are more than welcome to study whatever they have at your disposal, including here, in Portus Cale. However, if you want proper and more advanced training and studying, you are going to have to get recommendations from all of them. You already have my recommendation here for all this splendid work you've done. But there are still some others you need. Gain the approval of. Should you want to venture in that.
Well, it does pose a challenge. I might consider that.
Good. What else was on the table? I believe,
As he points to Alafi.
you needed more learning material for what afflicts you. Was that correct?
That's a strong word, but you're not wrong.
Well, it just so happens that Aura has probably found your way into getting answers. Up closer to the Rainy Vale, there's a more advanced study of such anomalies. If you find the tutors and teachers there, one of them is bound to give you a better insight.
Thank you. Is that all?
Unless there was anything else.
Not for me. Just curious if you're the generous type, that's all. Alafi says it as well.
See. Was it that you wanted again? Is
Points over to Payne.
Either a magic item or gold. However, while I'm not too picky on either, there was something else that did come to mind. I know that these things are more central to Falling Fire, but You know, I'd be very interested to see if there might be any possibility of getting any of those firearms I've heard so much about.
See. Yes. While firearms are a lot more commonplace in the capital, they are mostly found among the military's elite. Those that make it second-hand usually attempt to come up with their own blueprints or are otherwise trying to copy what the military has at hand. That's not to say it's not uncommon. Finding them out here is a little more tricky than finding them in there.
Hmm.
However, magic. Magic is what I can do.
I believe I had mentioned before that there was a flask that I have heard of that's somewhat never-ending.
Yes, of something like that. Question is, did you want it empty?
Of course.
A laughy laughs. It's a funny joke.
Give me about 24 hours and I will have your empty, endless flat.
Very well then. I've got nothing else.
He eventually raises his hand up back to Alafi to give him back the mineral.
Oh yeah, here you go.
As for you, Drana,
He hands the mineral back to you.
I take it back. I will need to research how to work this type of mineral.
once you
But-
do, I will be honored to have you appointed as the first smith of Electromite.
I
Use what you
appreciate it
have
very
here
much.
to use what you have here to study, learn its property, and perhaps make something amazing.
Understood.
She will,
Is-
no doubt.
Is there anything you could tell me about it that isn't immediately obvious?
Electromite holds an anti-magic property to it. If we were to somehow tap into it and refine it into a more material form, say armors, daggers, swords and shields, may still yet hold on to those properties.
I understand. My only concern is, wouldn't this be potentially dangerous for you and your friends at the college?
It is in our possession.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I cannot argue with that.
Believe you me, the Glowing Isles has had a reputation for being very secure in the magical items that are thrust out into the world. If it is not divine or ancient, it has the mark of the Glowing Isles on it.
Understood.
So,
I thank you for this honor.
of course. Of course, if there's anything else you might need, perhaps we can arrange some more business in the future.
Of course. We'll have to think on that.
In the meantime, see him sort of rub his thumb and his index finger together, and see him bring his finger to like his like right temple. It's Cassius. It's time to send our mages to Iron Edge. Our research will begin. Excuse me.
Do you want your sending stone back?
Keep it. In case you have need of my services on the go.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, how often does this thing work?
Once a day.
Once, and it refreshes at dawn.
Cool.
Well, thank you very much. Have our researchers over at Iron Edge in no time. Leaves the room.
I mean, best case scenario, I guess?
That went over too well.
Yes, far too willing to give us everything we wanted.
He stands to gain a lot. It makes sense that he would be happy to give us what we want.
I'm more worried about him having the resources to suddenly do it. Because he had no
Yes.
idea what we would ask.
The,
He didn't ask
the-
us beforehand. Oh yeah, what was he gonna give to Joust? Hold up.
It was more so like information about like why it is that he is sentient.
yeah, we could call him about that.
Maybe he'll stop and talk
Yes,
to
it
Joust
seems your
outside
friend
in
here
a
is a
couple
little
minutes.
occupied. Just retroactively just slip that in there.
He's gonna be standing outside by the cart waiting for Joust to reanimate, obviously. Because we just left Joust with the cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I just imagine just Camelot sitting there while this Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic stays dormant next to her.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Dying.
With the
Oh my
flashlight
God.
that's slowly dimming.
Dun dun da da dun dun da da.
That's awful. I know it's going to be hard, Gregory, to not be sus, but I know you can do it.
Anyways, funny tangent aside. The table's yours. What would y'all like to do?
I believe that Drana and I had some things to discuss.
Yeah, when we can bring what's her name in?
Elisa.
Earliest convenience?
Alyssa.
A short
It's,
rest.
it's on her mini.
Yeah, I know.
She has a name. She's not just a pretty face.
You sure?
Which
Yes.
yes, now we have a mini.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's so
Lady
beautiful.
Camelot.
Lady Camelot.
My only objective is just to get that short rest in whenever possible. I got some hit dice to spend, and I like being alive. I like being dead.
We'll probably get a long rest after this, to be honest.
I'm taking a short rest beforehand just in case.
Yeah, all this small talk in a
Just
room. I
upset.
imagine like you're sitting on the bed just trying to relax your sore muscles.
Mm-hmm.
You're falling apart, Laffy. You're more frail than the wizard is.
Nah, I could take him still.
He'll be fine. Just needs to toughen up is all.
I don't know.
You
I'm
wouldn't see me
mildly
coming.
interested to see. I'm mildly interested to see Laffy and Tora just arm wrestle each other.
I think Alafi wins because he's got 2 extra.
Although that's cheating.
I was
Not
gonna have
even
to ask,
sure I
do you want
can-
me to do it with my arms or with Morgran's help? Because Morgran wins that every time.
Discounting Morgren, then.
I'd like to keep my shoulder in its socket if it's all the same.
Hilariously, I'm not actually that strong. In comparison to the Furbo, of course.
Squishy, May, just squishy.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've
Anyways,
done
you all can
fine.
talk and
Thank
do
you.
stuff. I'm gonna lay my head down on the bar here and relax.
Dunk.
We're not at the bar.
Just
Alafi
lay your head down on the bed.
is going back to the bar to lay his head on the bar and relax then.
Okay.
This is also
Well.
convenient because I'm eating food right now. It gives me a reason to shut up for a bit. Yay!
Being at my table? How dare.
Hey, I've been drinking at your table. What are you gonna do about it?
Audacity.
I know,
Hydrating
right?
in this stream? No.
No, I'm not hydrating. I'm drinking Mexican Coca-Cola.
Oh.
There is no DM in the world that's gonna keep me from snacking while I play D&D.
Did you get that soda from Joust?
No.
No.
Anyway. Well, I mean,
And sounds like you're all doing a little bit of some R&R.
Yeah, pretty much.
In that case, everybody can get a short rest.
Yay!
and then
I get
once-
nothing.
I don't think I get anything either, actually.
Let's see, where are my slots? I can get a couple spell slots back.
Joust!
Hey!
He returns.
Wait, I mean, totally not a
Buddy.
vending machine. Hi.
Wait. Yeah, Joust wakes up in the wagon and you just see he just whirs from him and pulls out a whole branch. Just and Why did they
Camelot
not
just
pull
like
that
sort of like
out?
jumps back a bit, just. Oh.
did they not realize I was deactivated from the large branch protruding out of my chest?
Well, they did get a warning in advance, but they didn't know how long you'd be out this time.
That is an accurate assumption. I suppose we made it to town. As he looks around and realizes what's going on. Oh.
Yes,
I
as she
see.
sort of like points to the cracked shell.
Ah, I see. That seems interesting. Well, I better go see if they are alright. And looks at it, see it's still daytime. I guess I will wait till it is nighttime. Looks
Aw.
out. I would not want to cause you any displeasure.
Did I drain too much of your mind?
I do not think so. I have plenty of process power left. I better hop into Tabletop Simulator processing.
That's gonna be the most meta joke.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now-
it's
now-
just the Matrix. He's like, I'm in. Like,
Now loading my universe.
you see, he just puts a jack in the back of his. Like,
Oh,
I mean-
poor Lisa. She's probably terrified.
yeah, but he just
More
like looks around. He
confused
just,
than
you see,
terrified.
he just
just-
leans back, and there's like a whole branch. He just leans next to him, about the size of him.
Like she certainly hasn't experienced the Gear Forged firsthand.
Like, oh, wow, you are weird. Yes, I am. There it
If you missed it, Red, we're getting a short rest.
I saw that. Yes, a short rest because you were all talking with him. I was catching up on the Twitch stream. Yes. But yes,
We're
sorry
glad you're
about
here.
that, everyone. Yes, I am glad I'm here. Haha.
Yeah.
But yes, I guess he'll wait until nighttime, and he just delicately leans the branch next to him on the chair and just sits there, like unblinkingly staring at her. Like, but yeah, I'm here.
Just unblinkingly staring at her. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
It's not
That's
like Just has
scary.
eyelids.
No.
He does not have eyelids. They're like kind of like a visor. It's just kind of like a glass screen where there's like reflective glowing eyes and then like the metal mouth. Like,
Yeah, but that really is Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god.
Nights at Freddy's.
God damn
oh
it.
look,
Get-
it is the purple guy.
Oh,
Looks
no.
outside.
Oh, hi,
back to the
Pain.
car.
Purple guy is me.
Get back to the cart, and Joust is trying to pull Elisa inside him.
Nom 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 nom.
This isn't the year 87, no.
No.
But yes, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But,
That's good. You're fine. We're glad you're here.
It's alright. This is short rest time after all. Everyone's sort of just
Yeah.
like trying to relax and unwind and sort of just contemplate their situation right now.
as Joust is thinking like, so, how's everything going for you? She's like kind of trying to make awkward small conversation. How about that sunrise? Oh wait, like trying to think of things, trying not to be awkward. Wow, I do not know how to read the room. Oh boy.
Well, first you need a room to be able to read.
Oh, that is why I like you. You have a sharp wit.
So, Payne, how is sleeping arrangements going to work with Lady Camelot? Is she going to have a solo bed and I'm bunking with you, or am I sleeping on the floor?
I mean, you can basically just share a bed. I don't fucking care. I can just fucking sleep on the floor as far as I care. I don't know.
We don't
Yeah.
have to dig up a coffin or anything, do we?
No, no. Fuck, she could sleep under the bed and she'd be perfectly fine.
Oh, I guess if we're doing a
Just
short
keep
rest,
your voice
he'll
down about the coffin.
he'll awkwardly like start playing music just for a song or rest, or like do 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 like kind of. Yeah, I guess since he needs to rest, I guess because he's quite damaged and his body's recovering.
Yep.
Yeah,
What rest do you Gearforged need?
not very many hours, about 4.
You went resting when you were, well, resting after that tree.
No, I had a branch stuck inside of me.
Yes, that would put a dampener on any rest, especially mine.
I would say probably about 4 to 6 hours. 6 on a good day. But it gives me plenty of time to get things done. Most of the time, people do not realize I have reorganized their packs when I wake up. I have done it to Payne at least 3 times.
You what?
Payne's like, God, where's my flask? Like, looking through his bag. The fuck?
My
God.
vials. Wait a minute. Joust.
Sort of like presses her hand on her cheek and leans into it a little bit. What was his name?
Oh, I see. You remember what I remember. That is right. I believe it was.
You don't know.
Joust. No, it something with a J. No, that is my name. Joust. I do not remember.
Sad. I wanted to know more about that story.
It is strange. Sometimes the visions come more often than not when I try to sleep, but they become easily, as you have seen, scattered, like static.
There were any remaining members I knew of House Camelot there. Someone that could probably help you, but fortunately I have no one.
Then you have my condolences, for I know what it is like to be the last of something, or at least the first of something that may not ever be. But you have my condolences, Lady Camelot.
And yours mine.
Oh, I am just a bard, nothing special.
Oh, you are much more than that, aren't you?
Maybe. I don't know. This whole prophecy thing has got my head spinning and my gears grinding. But I think the best thing to do is at least put it in the back of your mind, maybe in some forgotten corner, and then maybe it will happen. I don't know. Not really my business.
Keep dreaming.
Yes.
It'll do us all some good.
Yes, dreaming. By the way, this branch is at least 3 feet long. As he's like looking at it, like, wow.
Yes, I'm very
that was-
surprised they brought you and the whole tree into the caravan with us.
There's just a chunk of branch like kind of sticking out of a little bit of window. Like,
We kind of couldn't really pull it out at the time.
it was just kind of embedded in him. Like, wow,
It was
what do we
stuck.
do? It's like a knife wound. Do we leave it out or take it in? What do we do, man?
I don't know.
We're gonna be cutting off wood
Do
chunks
the
for
rules
about
change when you're a
week.
mechanical being? I don't know.
Does he bleed? I don't know, man.
Did it puncture an oil line?
Why does it smell like oil, like fuel? Like small fire coming out, just like. But yeah, I guess he'll just wait and he'll just awkwardly try to make conversation and be like, so what do you know about geese? As he thinks like a goose fly by, like I'm sorry, I am having a trouble trying to come a conversation. Usually they seem to come much sooner, but for you it is it's very different. You have seen so much, and I have seen so little.
Two worlds apart, yet sharing a caravan surprise.
Yes, it is interesting. You meet a lot of people on the road, especially in caravans.
Fortunately for me, I currently have no choice.
Well, I mean, you could, but I don't think your skin would like the sun. It seems to disagree with you.
True. At any given point, I could have just hopped out of the caravan at night and run off to some faraway place, but here, I feel safer here.
I see. By the way, that is a lovely blade. Perfectly balanced. Perhaps Drana's work?
Seems she dedicated the day to it.
Ah. Well, I have heard that her craftsmanship is second to none. And you said it was like kind of, I think, like a short sword, right?
It was a rapier.
Rapier.
Rapier. Oh yeah, it's like as he looks at it, he's like,
Sort of has
balanced.
the sort of has that like pistol grip to it.
Yes. So yeah, like it definitely very parts of the Caribbean swordy kind of thing. Like yes, perfectly balanced. Like looks at it like
It will stop me from using my claws, which I suppose is best to keeping images up.
I mean, I have seen a woman scratch somebody before, but it was weird. As he looks at his hands, I don't have fingernails. As he like kind of twiddles his fingers.
I hope you're not referring to back at the cave.
Perhaps I am. Might be confusing you with that one time I saw a barmaid get mad at a man and slash at him. She had very long, unkempt claws. I guess she called those her flare nails. I do not know. It was not my business. I was not allowed in the bar. I was just watching from outside. Awkward conversation.
Some back and forth. Eventually the sun begins to set. Alafi, you feel much more refreshed that you've now just had some time to just settle your muscles a bit, like give them a good stretch while you're just sort of slumped over at the bar.
Much
It was
better.
a rough one with the big commotion out there, huh?
Not every day you have to punch the heel off a stone giant.
Ah, but man, what a rush it is.
Almost took me out.
That's usually
Oh,
their
Not
go-to.
cold anyway.
All or nothing, them giants, you know?
Oh, I do know. Fools think that just because Gaia gave them something, they can take it all.
It's a thing about what Gaia gives them. Gaia makes them earn it first. Or so they say. Suppose they'd be able to tell you better there, but outside them Hollow Highlands, we all just see it as barbarism.
I'm from the Hollow Islands, I know. Know all about it.
Knew you had that sort of tint to your eyes about that. Couldn't quite shake it at first. It's there.
Not fond of giants.
Fitting to go back there someday.
If I do, it won't be for the reasons I was there originally. I was gonna be sticking with this group for a bit. What happens, happens, really.
The wanderer spirit got you.
Showing a friend around. It's a good time.
Mm. Well, drink's getting cold.
What's this again?
Nice warm ale.
Like a spiced rum, you know? It's good. By the way, that art, peak. Peak. I love it. I was gonna
Yeah.
say like,
It's so good.
Dan's just freaking killing it.
You're absurd, Dan. I know
you
listen.
did. You're a machine, and
wonderful.
I thought I was the machine. God damn. God damn.
So,
We will
As
be
soon-
sharing this
as
in a
soon
tweet
as,
later.
as soon as we have a chance, I'm gonna nudge Drana and just like have her follow me to the other room.
We should grab Lady Camelot first.
I
Just
suppose, being a gentleman, I would bring her in, of course.
Yeah, as
All right.
as you bring Camelot closer to the bar, you make your way through the door, but she stops.
Oh, that's right.
As he looks and he's like, "Oh, I am sorry," and then he kind of like steps outside and lays down his jacket. Is like, "It is a bit muddy there. There you go."
She
wait,
she
I don't
she just stares at you.
I will. Oh, right. I think it. Oh, there's a lot of wood there. You are afraid of wood. I will see what the bartender can do. And he goes in there and he starts pushing chairs a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, I better get permission. I am sorry. I have a friend that seems to be afraid of the chairs. Could you at least get their calm their nerves by saying that I could move them a bit out of the way? It seems I could help maybe flip them over. You know, help close down the bar for you."
Joust, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
Ooh,
Allah.
well, that lady out there?
Yes, that lady. She seems afraid. I lay down my jacket like a proper gentleman to let them get over, but they seem still hesitant. I do not know why.
I mean, I may be a turtle of age, but I don't bite. She's more than welcome in.
And at that, she just immediately passes through the doorway.
Yep,
Thank you.
that's not right.
Thank you both. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh,
Oh,
my
I-
gosh!
Bofa?
It's
Both of
Bulba!
these nuts. Oh. I'm joking. No, I wanted to say it at least once, but he like
If only this model could facepalm right now.
Yeah, as yeah, and then Jaws is just like, "Oh, I better get my jacket. Yep, it is very muddy," and then puts it back on. Like, so, by the way, I'm wondering, why did you all leave a branch inside of me?
We didn't really know how to pull it out.
Oh, that is true. I suppose
was-
you go. He mimes. I suppose you go in this direction. I kind of like, I did the same thing.
Right.
But, what I seem to have missed a little bit. I saw your handiwork, by the way, Trana. It is very exceptional.
why? Thank you.
If
And-
only your craftsmanship was near the fire, my home. I guess I could say that. There would be plenty more innovations that you could easily make superb, if not beautiful, like your works.
I put a hand on Lady Camelot's shoulder and I basically like say to her in a low voice, just like, "I got a room for you. Come on."
Thank you.
Have a good night, Lady Camulet.
And you as well, Joe.
And he sits down. He's like, "So, did we meet with our bald-headed friend?"
Yeah. Yes, he invited himself in.
Ah, I suppose Lady Camulet wanted to do that, but she couldn't get through the door.
Oh, so that is the thing. Okay. You just need to quickly pull a piece of paper and jot something down.
You see, he leans over to Tora. I did the exact same thing and has a little piece of paper. Like, I take notes as well. See
Yeah,
what
just
it does?
start staring at his notes, just copy them.
His notes talk about moving chairs.
Yeah, it says
I-
it says Lady Camelot afraid of chairs? Question mark? Like,
I'm just gonna put an asterisk beside that one.
yes, that one is a very questionable one. But yes, what did he say? I was curious about about your incentives to help with this supposed academy.
Well, he had a recommendation ready for me.
Ah, well then you are on your academic career. Well, as you see, he like just pretends to throw up like glitter, like huzzah! Congratulations on your academic future.
Yes, I'm actually surprised he had everything we asked for. I guess save for Sunshine's flask. We're waiting for that one.
Ah, yes, the never-ending bottle of alcohol.
He seems like he needs it on this trip.
Well,
So I'm not going to
I mean,
ask.
I am curious. Why would you never need something like that? Wouldn't you want to abide in all the other spirits? Yet if you had one that always never ended alcohol, why would you ever want to go to a bar?
I mean, sometimes you want your favorite, and sometimes you want variety. It's a
Hmm.
mood thing.
A mood thing. This is a curious subject. I will look into that further.
But haven't you ever felt what a mood is?
No.
So. Okay, Tor is now very confused.
While you're trying to
wait.
discuss what a mood is to Joust, we will go over to the Pain
Lady
and
Camelot.
Camelot.
I'm assuming Drana is up there with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort
So
of- she
we're
sort of
heading
just,
into
like-
our room.
Sort of just inspects the room. It's just like, modest. It'll do.
Depends on what you want as far as bedding goes. Either Drona or I could sleep on the floor, whichever works. I don't care.
I am still technically considered a guest. It'll be up to you.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Well, pulls back the common clothes you gave her and sits herself down on the bed.
What? You want to discuss something as well as us, so what would you like to talk about first?
Or me?
No, Lady Camelot.
Are you sure it was? I'm pretty sure it was you.
I don't believe I had anything left to discuss with you.
Okay. Wait. I'm the one who wanted this?
Yes!
I
Because you
forgot.
wanted to have a talk!
You wanted to have a talk as well.
Yeah, but like, because you wanted to.
I'm so fucking confused right now.
Ah! You had other questions you wanted to ask.
Like, you
Well,
know, what's
yeah.
your digits, girl? You know, what's going on?
Glad
Yo,
to know.
she
girl,
might
you
already
up?
have-
You know?
You might already be
Hey.
fighting the robot for her attention at
Hey,
this point.
you know, after those caves, you know, what are you doing later?
Hey, I saw that you like biting things and you got a strong grip.
I too like to live
God.
life dangerously.
I see you have a kung fu grip. I saw you throwing around my bird. I get you. I get you.
Anyways.
Alright. So, Payne, I did want to ask. Did you actually think I could stop her from attacking us?
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
Honestly.
Fair enough.
I mean, out of any one of us, you're the most empathetic out of the lot of us.
Well, there are reasons for that.
Well, I mean, I was not wrong, now was I?
No, you weren't.
then I suppose I have you to thank for saving me from myself.
I do what I can to save as many people as I can.
You continue to convince me of a way to return to home, and, well, unfortunately there really is no home to go back to. When the houses made their moves against us, they burned our homes to the ground. There quite literally is no trace of it.
Where was your house located?
In Volton, in the Reigning Vale. Is where House Camulet called home.
A shocked expression comes upon my comes across Drana's face. I think we're going to be heading up north. At least that seems to be our next leg of our journey.
Even so, are you sure that we will be safe up in Gallius? At least
Relatively
extent.
safer than we are down here. We don't want any of those saints coming after us right
I
now.
suppose if there's a place that anyone wants to start hiding away in, Gallius is one of the more favorable. That's putting it very kindly.
Yes, I mean, if you don't mind the riffraff and all of the.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it is a debauchery over there. It is nothing
Oh,
but
of course,
thugs
but-
and pirates and cutthroats.
I think we can keep people. I think we can keep you and the rest of the crew protected. It's just me and Payne alone. But I agree that there are some threatening people out there. I didn't expect to go home so soon, though. That's all.
just because you're going home doesn't mean that the journey's over. That's the thing.
Of course. Although it should be interesting. You're from the, what was it, House of Dreams? Was it?
House Camulet is known as the House of
Right.
Each house is named after their preferred, if not signature, method of consumption.
Which is so.
It is why
Well,
Caneth is the House of Blood.
I would like to study each and every way your kind consumes.
And
It's
why
not
is
some-
that, Drona?
It's not
Why?
something
Giving-
for mortals, Drana. I cannot simply invite you into houses left and right, especially since ours is considered dead or dying.
Well, I think you have more members alive than you think.
That's so.
He was sent by someone to protect me. I don't know who, but I have a feeling they came from your house.
So, see, sort of shifts over to Payne. Why would House Caneth be sent south to protect somebody?
Well, originally I was going to catch her by boat, but she ended up getting captured. I snuck aboard, ended up getting captured myself, killed two birds with one stone at that point. Not exactly the most graceful way of making contact, but there it is.
It's just coincidence that you ended up here.
In a sense, yes.
My family sent me down south, mostly just to continue my training and learning from the different masters in the different regions. But I may suspect now that they had ulterior motives as well. If they knew about him.
Oh, I can guarantee your folks probably didn't know about me.
Hmm.
At least, not your dwarven relatives.
Excuse me.
You know who I mean. Drawn up.
So you knew who sent you. You lied to me.
That's the thing. I don't know who sent me, but I can put two and two together.
Fair enough.
Drawn
Which
up.
is
You're not
yes.
among strangers here.
Fine. As I remove my headpiece and my eye patch, and if those of you are watching the stream,
Ah.
I yes, I know we are. I know I'm among friends, but I am not proud of what I am.
At this point,
Due
she
to-
sort of shifts back to you and gazes into your eyes.
One of them belongs to my mother, the other my father, and yes, I am like you.
Sorry, I just glanced over and saw Lulu's like, oh no, she's hot. Don't be intimidated by the goblin. Just picture them in their underwear. Oh no!
Oh, that's
she's
even worse!
hot.
That's no wonder then I couldn't sense it.
Since what?
Your blood.
Probably why you couldn't taste it either, at least not well.
Was far
What?
too thin.
Mhm. It's it's a curse I was born with. Well, I guess you two see it as a blessing.
Yeah, in a sense, pretty much. I mean, let's face it. I'd be dead if not for this.
Well, I wish to learn about how my mother's people are, because the one thing my dwarven family has taught me, is that that power comes from your family, no matter who that is. I may not be happy with what I am fully, but I still seek to learn about it. I'm sorry if I came off as a little forward earlier.
I believe I owe you an apology for that one. I was under the presumption that there was a mortal trying to drag their way into our society, but it appears that you need to learn what your family is. What it really means.
My family's from the Reigning Vale, so I would only assume that my mother belonged to your house. And I think she's still out there, considering he is here.
Thing. Then I suppose next time we meet, do very well to observe.
Indeed.
But only you feel this
truly the path that I could not sense that you were of vampiric blood. It is still subtle enough for you to touch the daylight and embrace the parts that have kept you alive for so long.
The daylight is not an ally of mine, which is why I keep myself mostly covered. But I wish to learn.
Then allow
And in
me to
doing-
show you
Okay.
how the night can become your ally.
So is this the part where I leave you two, alone for
I
a minute?
still have questions about your house, Kenneth.
Fine.
Though if you are simply sent here as an agent on a mission, you probably will not have too many of the answers I need.
Fortunately, that might be the case.
Like why House Kenneth is starting to make moves. They've tried to keep neutral for so long. Now that they're sending their agents out, they must want something.
That's the thing. I don't really know 100% of everything. I can only make impressions. And usually I keep those thoughts to myself because it's not my place. What I can say is that officially, yes, they are pretty much neutral. But I only know about my assignment and what it is that I know of her, and thanks to them and the information network that I have, I already knew who it was that I was going to be dealing with.
Then it must be the inner workings of the house that are play here.
Very likely, yes. Much as I am grateful for them as far as keeping me alive and being essential to my survival, that doesn't mean that I 100% trust them with my life.
Yes, they kept you in the dark for a reason. And until we confront them about that, you are stuck to your mission. It is not my place as House Camelot to interfere with your house.
Just
I-
consider me doing this as a favor for a friend.
Then I suppose I shall feel very safe in your hands. Meantime, you must figure out what your next move is. How you plan on getting back up to Gallius.
We're gonna need the entire group for that.
Yes, we will.
Then I will rest.
As
I'm
for
on drawn
we-
up.
And I put my headpiece back on, as well as my eye patch, before walking out the door.
As we're heading down the stairs, I kind of stop for a sec and look back to Drana.
One of these days, you're gonna need to tell them too.
That day is not today.
They got on my case.
They're going to get on mine eventually, but it's not going to be now.
Alright.
You think it's better that I tell them now?
I mean...
Sorry, fucking jet. No, wait, go back.
Slams that no go back button.
Sorry.
Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you when you need to fucking do whatever it is that you need to do. Either way, it's not my place.
We'll
Just
do it on
know-
the way. We'll do it on the way to Gallius. However, we plan to travel there. We got a long journey ahead of us.
Fair enough.
And we just continue back down.
Have they had an arm wrestle yet?
Not to say anything, but out of character, is everyone just gonna be a vampire?
I
I was like, oh come on!
We're
So-
like
so I
3
I
for
guess-
5 on half deck things.
3 for 5.
Okay.
Come on. That's terrible.
If you count
odds.
Joust as only being half alive because he's a robot, we're 4 for 5 actually.
Oops, all undead. Tor, is there something you're not telling us?
Oops, Tor is
Well,
actually an afterimage. He died 20 years ago.
About that.
Nobody suspected a thing, and it was
know-
awesome.
Yes, he
Oh,
was
boy.
actually just a bunch of pixies in a coat, and they all just fly away. I knew it.
3 pixies in
No.
a trench coat. I never would have suspected.
Now, I'm going to say this. I made a joke about my character being a dampier. And everyone laughed it off.
No, I remember
I
that.
was kidding.
Like, maybe I'm the dampier. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Funny. Anyways,
Meanwhile,
Mhm.
so yes, Alafi, by the way, kudos on taking down something at least 20 times your size.
It was really impressive.
I mean, I saw you punch him, and then I got hit by a tree.
I don't like giants.
I do owe
Surprised.
you a drink.
Giles also
for
says,
avenging the ancestors, of course.
Giles also says, yes, I don't like giants either. They seem to throw trees a lot. I will put
Yeah.
them on the meanie pile, and has a book and opens up to giants. He writes in,
giants,
Meanie
meanies.
pile? What the fuck?
Hmm.
Weenie Puff Jr. Yes. Hmm.
Super Weenie Hut Jr.
So, yes, I suppose it is a course for celebration. We have all
Yes.
survived, and we are all together.
Well, that and we need to discuss on how we're going to travel up north.
I see.
Mhm.
Well, we better start walking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe teleportation circle?
I do
The
not
college
know.
said they had an outpost up there.
Mm.
Hmm.
They did.
It's not the cheapest method of transportation, last I checked.
I
If they have
believe
a
it-
network set up, then it wouldn't actually cost them that much. Or
Plus, we'd have an
us.
opportunity to go over to the Glowing Isles and see what they have there. At least on our way
Potentially, yeah.
out.
If it is anything like the one in Fallen Fire, I believe the bureaucracy needed to travel. It would take plenty of time, lots of paperwork and things.
Oh, fuck that.
And they're not going to do it if they know we're going to Gallius.
We do still have a contact with that captain.
Indeed.
That is a
Uh,
dangerous contact, though.
It is.
Yes, our former slaver. That seems like a great idea.
Mm.
you
But
just
he
said
is
that
now
out
our
loud.
As he looks around, we're like the only 5 people in the bar. And the
Oh,
bartender
don't
like,
mind me.
just polishing the same glass over here. Like,
Boba,
hmm.
what is the quickest way to get up north from here?
Most people run the caravans up to Fallen Fire. Take
Nah, we're
the
trying to
tram
avoid
through the
that.
city, then back up in the carriage again. Fastest way, though, is probably by sea. As long as the winds are right and water beasts keep to themselves.
Oh, I have an idea.
Drana rolls her eye.
And
Fluffy
then
pulls up the
there's
sending stone.
also, of course, the magic storms that happen if you get too close to the isles.
Great.
Yeah.
By the way, that is one of my favorite gifs I've ever seen. That's so
Yeah,
good.
it's so good.
It's so good. Oh my god.
Sorry, go ahead, Kirk.
Oh, if he's pulled out the sending stone.
Uh-huh.
He's like, hold up. We need to possibly get teleported, right? I'll just send him a message quick.
Yes, I suppose he is up this late at night.
Say more than 2 words this time.
I don't think you should say the
Sure.
words more than 2 words, because that would use up 5 words.
25 words or less.
In the meantime, Boba, can you bring the man who killed a giant to the finest drink you have? I slam a few gold on the counter.
The finest. Want the finest is gonna be 10 gold.
I slap down 5 more gold.
It doesn't have to be that expensive, Drona. I don't. The finest wasted on me. I'll just take some dwarven ales.
Nonsense.
That's even more expensive. Remember the last time I ordered dwarven ale?
Nonsense.
Didn't you
I
order
will be
some,
happy
like,
to pay
every-
for it.
Anyway,
You all
Okay.
deserve a drink. I will be sure to get around for all my good friends. As he like goes over, he's like, 5. What do people drink? Thinks about it.
Water.
But-
No. Nope.
Yes, seawater. I will go get some seawater. As he turns
Okay,
No.
go get some
No,
seawater,
no,
Josh.
no.
Anyway, as for the message,
so I slapped down the 10 gold anyway,
Yep.
even though he says I don't have to.
You see
got your fingers up.
I got fingers up, yeah.
It's entirely unneeded.
All right. Hey, yo, you up?
Can you teleport us to Gallius?
5 words?
Gallius?
That's what we asked him, right?
Seriously.
No, you don't say that.
Already off.
Oh no.
No.
We need to discuss this before you begin. From now
All
on.
right, some of your finest. Why all the glum faces?
Giles is looking, he's like, has a cup of salt water. I knew I should have gotten more than 1 cup.
What's wrong with asking him to asking to teleport to Gallius? I don't understand.
Oh, where
You
is
just asked
Gallus?
them- You've just asked them to send us to a pirate city.
Yeah. We're obviously not pirates. I don't see what the problem is. Wait, are you a pirate?
Eye patch.
Yeah,
No,
you're
I'm
a-
not a pirate.
Giles thinks, but pirates wear eye patches.
Depending on this answer,
Yeah,
you
the
might
math
lose
checks
stone
out on that
privileges.
one.
Shut up. Bobby.
Pain
I mean,
is
he
just like
gave the rock to me. I don't
it's
know.
just Pain is just making
I'm sure he'll
sit
answer
on
in
the
a
bar
moment anyway.
table.
A fine drink to you there, Larfy. As you see him pull out this like elegant bottle of wine, as he unceremoniously pours it into a mug.
Oh, you gotta let it breathe, man. No.
It is like this gilded golden bottle. Sort of has
So you
this
got there.
sort of has this like floral designs of like the vines and the roses.
Ooh.
They call this one sort of like turns the bottle. The Gilded Rose. A fine rosé from that fancy pants place up in Alais.
We will see if I even like it.
I thought you were gonna say something. It's a fancy wine, Franzia. Like,
Yeah, it's
boxed wine.
it's incredibly sweet,
Ooh.
very bodied and smooth.
Drinkable. Awesome.
Better drink.
Ooh,
Man. Man, I have another damn pair that would absolutely have loved that wine.
It's only 10 gold. He might have another bottle.
Yeah, but like, I'm not playing that character. I'm playing Pain.
Yeah, funny enough, I got that one from a guy. He didn't want gold, he wanted things, so I figured I'd just tell him one of my wartime stories, and he sort of just handed the bottle over. Funny guy, that one.
What do you
I
look
see.
like?
Ah, this like tall, slender, green guy. Sort of like wore leaves for an outfit. Who wears leaves for an outfit?
Someone very poor, I assume.
Yeah.
Or somebody who thinks he's a tree.
Whatever he said, it was like just the clothes of his people or something. I don't know, whatever. Gave me a pretty fancy wine, though.
Do you have any fancy whiskey or anything like that? Anything will do.
We got whiskey. He's just...
That's fine.
It's the best kind.
Well,
Just take a
everyone,
shot.
Yep,
in
2
any
silver.
case,
Mhm.
in any case, it seems that if we are going to make a trip or anything, it will be at least a few days to be here, and we would need lodging and all that as well. While we set up systems, would it
Elafi,
not be our would it not
Yes.
be our best interest to at least go see the college tomorrow?
you get a response.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Well, your friend is considered an associate as of now.
Full stop?
No, not yet. I gotta think of the
Wow, quite a
25 words too,
space.
you know.
Come on. Come on.
What a big space.
He would need to advance to have it free of charge.
He answered no.
Oh, well, I am sorry. I guess that seems to cause an avenue not. So, then we should not travel to see the campus.
Oh, well, this one pointing at Tora
Everyone forgetting
can
my name.
work
today.
up to getting free teleport privileges, so
Oh, well then.
So wait. It's a possibility, is what you're saying.
yes. Not
I
for
would
free. though.
I would imagine for their advanced students it would be free, but for us, still commoners.
Where else do we need to go to get you advanced?
Considering we haven't been to the college yet, I don't know myself.
It's convenient we can get a boat.
No.
I remember, but even though my character wasn't there, I remember he told it was like Fallen Fire and a few other places.
Yeah.
He told you the capital in Falling Fire. He
That
told
is
you
the technical closest.
He told you the capital in Rainvale. He told you Morrowhaven, which is far to the north there. Okay, that didn't point correctly. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, that one's
And
way out
lastly,
there.
the capital, Everspire.
Hmm.
Kind of where we wanted to go.
If we wanted to go to Gallius, we'd be best off at Morrowhaven. Then we could kill two birds with one stone over there, get you advanced, and then head over to Gallius from there.
That's the plan, but the teleportation isn't free. That's the only
No.
issue.
No. We could
Well-
still possibly get our captain friend to take us over there, but that's... I don't trust him
Yeah.
as much as you guys.
If it
Toss
would
them as
ease,
far as you could throw them. But
if
I
it
know-
would ease comfort, our best and most logical course of action would be to visit the capital of Fallen Fire.
Yeah,
Would it not be the most logical course of action to go to the most direct place?
Is that not the place where the people are that we're trying to avoid?
Yeah.
Pretty place,
We're
though.
starting to get into these drinks now.
the iron's too hot there.
They call it the 1,000-mile city, that Fallen Fire.
Is it actually 1,000 miles in circumference?
Nobody's been reckoned to measure it, but I suppose we just gotta take our word for it unless you're willing to get the utensils of measuring out yourself.
I'll
Joust
bring
thinks
a
about-
ruler.
Joust thinks about it and he's like,
Oh,
is
of course,
large.
there's also just like the mountainous terrains of the craters, so not all just a straight path.
yes, the impassable
Best of luck
bridge-
measuring it as he just like shakes his finger over at Drana.
It's about 12 rulers long.
Call it the 12 ruler city. I don't know what they're all about.
Look, the iron's still
12
too hot,
rulers, that's a
especially
lot
with-
of people in charge.
Yeah.
The iron is still too hot, especially with what happened in Iron Edge. So, going to Falling Fire now does not seem like a good prospect.
It's a lot of the question.
Mm.
We also can't really have a paper trail leading us to Gallius.
This is seeming more and more like we're stuck with the ship.
Yeah.
I suppose so. Do any of you know how to contact the captain at least?
I think there was a contact that he was going to. Finian, I think it was.
Yeah. And we were supposed to contact him through there. Do you know anyone by that name by any chance, Boba?
Finian. Oh yeah. Supposed to be a local healer. Runs a little shop far to the south here in Portus Cale.
I guess we know where we need to stop by tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're anything like our bruised old friend here, and he sort of just like cocks a fist over to Alafi. That boy will get you set up with some nice potions. If and you're willing to pay for them, of course.
That sounds perfect, actually.
I believe that would be a good course of action after we all have achieved the adequate number of rest. Alafis was quite injured, as well as me. My system seemed damaged, but yet functional. It would be great in our best interest to be at a more rested state.
I thought the tree added character to your chest plate there.
No, it
He
only
didn't see
added. It only added foliage.
Ah, well.
As you see, he's leaned it up. It's leaning out against like the front door, and it came in. He didn't want to be rude, so he leaned it up where coat racks are. He's just like, "You stay there, tree branch."
Good
His
thing no
name
one's a
is
druid in
Doug.
this party.
Doug the tree branch.
I'm gonna like tap Joust on the shoulder, just real quick, just like kind of whisper over to him, just out of earshot of Boba, just making sure he doesn't hear.
A stealth check.
Okay.
He's a very perceptive old man.
Yeah, it's a turtle.
I am also very stealthy. I am a stealthy boy.
I'm the boy that stealths.
The stealthy boy. I'm the one who's
8.
I'm the one who's
That's
quiet.
as low as you can be about failing.
You did that little fake whisper, the Homer Simpson whisper. Marge!
Joust, do you hear me?
He can sense your fear.
Yeah, Joust leans in. Are we doing a loud whisper? I like doing that.
God, for fuck's sakes. Do I need to pull you aside in order to actually talk to you? Jeez.
Or you could just talk to me right here. Hello.
I'd like to keep it a little bit private, thank you.
Oh, okay. I will stand in the corner then. You may welcome to join me. As he just stands out of the corner, just like.
Just a
Awkward.
moment.
Just follow him to the corner.
Friend Payne, what is the trouble? You seem perturbed of something.
Just a little bit. But, I mean, I'm kind of getting used to that with you. Anyway, maybe, don't volunteer tonight in helping, our friend up there.
I cannot allow that. I have offered my services and will not redact on my word.
Listen, the more that you give to her, and the more that she takes, the more you're probably going to end up like the ones in the Iron Edge mine. And we can't have that.
I would not wish that to happen to any of you all. After all, what is the matter if there is just another piece of scrap laying around? That is why I do not want to endanger all my friends. My memories are better left forgotten, Pain.
Oh, now that's just sad.
Oh God, he's a sad boy.
As
God,
you like
guys are
as you
so
like
loud.
as you like
You
turn
see
to
what
see
you've
Boba
done
and he's just
now?
like, sorry. As he just sort
See
of
what
like
you've
He's like
done
at the
now?
other end of the bar, he just
You-
slides over.
No. But you've made my point. You've made my point. Well, I may be indifferent, they're not.
Well, Pain, I do appreciate your concern, but your trepidation is easily forgotten. I believe that it is in the best interest for our friend to be at her peak health, and after all, I have many memories that are cluttering up my head, as you say. It is better to realize what they are and let the painful memories be washed away in the static that is my mind.
Joust?
I disagree.
Joust. I need you to understand something. You're in a position where you can actually take those memories, painful or not, and turn them into something that will drive you.
As he puts
If
a
you
hand on
don't-
his shoulder and he's like, Pain, you do not need to be concerned. After all, I am just a machine.
They seem
You're
to disagree.
lying.
But either way, all I know is that if it gets to be too intense, I will let you know. But maybe after 6 or 7 feed-ins, we should be fine.
6 or 7 is far too many. 1 is more than enough, especially for right now.
Well,
Any
yeah,
one of us can take a turn.
I am just looking at Boba like looking back and forth between you guys and Boba, and it's like nothing. Like he's listening. It's clear.
I just thought I was hearing a good story.
yes,
Man, tearing my heart up, Joust.
It is all right. After all, I am just a mistake, and it is all right to realize that.
I'm gonna take the hat.
Bullshit, Joust.
Wow.
I am going to take the hat off of his head and smack him with it.
Hey, my hat.
Nope, you're not getting this back.
Well, all right. As he just like has his wig fall off. Could you pick that up?
Nope.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
then.
you're bald.
As he looks in he looks in like a piece of glass. Oh my God, I am bald. I am no
Joust,
better than
Joust.
Callius. No.
Joust.
Yes. Yes, Pain. What is the problem?
You are special because of your memories. The memories of someone make them who they are. Without them, we would be nothing.
Unfortunately, it is different from you. My memories are programming, things and events that have been altered, but they are preset, unchanging, unblinking.
That's the same as any of us.
That
Hold
is
on.
just
If I
doesn't mean
may.
they're fake.
Joust.
yes.
You're
Boy,
programming.
everybody is just having this conversation that was supposed to be private.
You can tell that Pain is actually getting pretty angry right now.
Oh yeah, you were not at all quiet. Sorry about that.
No.
Oh,
No.
that is true. I am sorry.
Well, regardless, here. Joust.
Yes.
Your memories, up to whatever point you were now away from the people and or things that programmed you, I still don't exactly understand how all that works. That doesn't really matter to me though, because as you've been here, you've been writing stuff in your book learning things your way, right?
I suppose so. It is an alteration. I'm not sure how I am able to process new information at such resilient speed. But the question is, I am wondering why at the precise moment that I was awakened, by experiencing these fractured memories, I am seeming to unlock closer and closer into the realization to the exact moment when I gained sentience. That is why I am doing this.
Like a dream. Very interesting.
Yes, I am not sure why, but something behind my mind I cannot remember at the exact point. But every time I delve a little bit back, it seems to dig more and more closer to the point.
But regardless of all the stuff in the past, you are you now and are experiencing new memories as it stands.
I suppose you could say that I am, or it is part of my programming. I am not sure. All I know is, either
I
way,
punched Joust in the stomach.
Ouch. As he's like, but either way, I don't think it is your decision to make that.
No cares, nothing.
I'm just saying. As he punches him again, he's like, ouch.
Just
Yes.
you may not care about your memories, but that doesn't
I
mean
was
you have to
supposed to-
throw them away either.
Laffy's like, that was supposed to like teach him about the desire to stay alive, but it didn't react at all. And now my Laffy's just confused.
As he's like, as he looks and he like sees the lava, he's like, oh, I am supposed to be doubled over. Oh. And I'm gonna roll a quick performance check to be like, you got
I'm gonna hand the hat over to Tora, and I'm gonna head back upstairs to where Camelot is.
Yeah, it's like he thinks he's like, oh, I am supposed to be winded. Oofta,
You
you
see,
got me.
Joust, you are so much of your own person that you react in a way that no one
Ah.
else would to that. It took me a bit to come up with something. I'm gonna go back to my drink and not interrupt the conversation anymore.
Well, either way, it seems that my hat is now missing. Perhaps I will have to get a new one tomorrow. That seems
Oh,
like a
I
good
gave it to
idea.
Tora.
Joust, I have it right here.
Oh, good. Now I can have two hats. See, like, has this one, and like, puts it on. It looks exactly like my old hat. Thank you, Tora.
So
Oh my
But
god.
you acknowledge you wanted your hat, right?
Well, I suppose so.
Then you should want your memories too.
You see that you see that it just does like the apples like loading thing again, like, and he just stands there for a bit. That is an interesting hypothesis.
While this is happening, I'm heading up to see Lady Camelot.
Yeah, I'm following just because I can't
Confused.
convince him.
How do you convince a depressed robot to live?
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness.
What happens when the Iron Giant has clinical depression? Oh, dang.
I'm
Draw
not
up.
Superman.
If you don't mind, I just need a moment of privacy.
Sure.
It won't take long.
I sit outside the door.
At this
Nods,
point,
goes in.
at this point, you walk into the room. Lady Camelot is. She hasn't pulled any covers over herself. She's just laid on her back and is just eyes shut, face just up, facing the ceiling.
I'm familiar with this.
The vampire not in a coffin sleep.
Yep. You're supposed to pull the covers over.
It's too hot.
Lady Camelot, we need to talk.
So what is?
I'd like for you to start taking my memories instead of Joust's.
Oh,
What's your
yes.
message, Gob?
And why such a swift change?
The robot's pissing me off. And it's hard to explain why.
I'm hesitant on even saying this to anyone else. Not because it's really important to anything in particular, but it's perhaps my intention is that perhaps if you start feeding off of my memories, then maybe you'd find something that I can't.
At that, you see a smile cross her. Ah. For a sec, I thought it was because I cared for the thing.
In a way, what he is saying now pisses me the fuck off because he has so many memories that he has to relive. Good, bad, whatever the fuck, I don't care. At least he has them. I've nothing.
I see. And you think somehow this is going to help pull them out of it?
I don't know. It might not.
How can one have nothing? I was able of siphoning it. Perhaps you are trying to forget.
It's not me trying to forget, it's me trying to remember.
He was a servant, you know. Someone peddling around in song and dance for some fancy noble house in the middle of the capital. Something somewhere with set him free.
And he's no appreciation for that?
He has no understanding of what it means.
Now that I don't understand.
In the short few weeks I've been with you, you have had, dare I say, an infinite amount of patience with that machine. Try to have just a little. As I'm afraid I cannot do. Your blood is already marked by House Enith. You are off limit, even if my house is destroyed.
Ooh, shit, vampire rules. Oh. Ooh, shit.
At the very least, he needs a break.
Of course.
Else, the moment that he starts realizing that he's forgotten important things, it'll be too late.
We'll just become another mindless soldier in the machines of folly. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
No.
Gives another grin. Sometime, we'll have to teach Rana. Shouldn't be too hard here in town. Or perhaps whatever contact you plan on meeting.
Well, I've still got a few flasks to fill.
I am a few days.
We'll table it for now. Sorry to disturb you. And he just walks on out.
Is it weird? I think that the girls are gonna have just a vampire night out. Girls, vampire night. like draining peasants.
I don't want to say the joke that's in my head. That might be a little too much.
Oh, tell us after stream.
What?
Yeah.
So, as you walk out, Scarlet, you see Drona pressing her ear against the door.
Oh shit!
I'm opening the door and letting her fall right in front.
Yep. Plop.
Very elegant.
Oh yes, and
Well-
Drana was there.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to know.
Can't push off your lessons for another day, can you? Fine. Stands up. Come.
I immediately stand up and follow.
Girls' night.
Stay out of trouble, will you?
I'll do my best.
Both of you?
She just sort of turns and gives you a look.
He gives a look back like, I mean it.
All right,
Babysitters!
All right. All right, I guess we'll only kill one fisherman. God. Whatever.
one fisherman.
Ah.
You kill one
whatever.
fisherman and they let you hold it over their heads.
You drain one orphanage of all its children's memories, and now you're the bad guy. I get it. Whatever.
Oh my god.
It's like a snack pack. Once you have one, you can't stop. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
It's like in a can of Pringles.
Okay.
See?
No.
You know, removing memories could be useful.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
true.
I'm saying. Why not?
Anyway.
All right. As the rest of the party begins to settle down for the night, Drana and Camelot take to the streets. The warm torchlight path lit. You eventually make your way to the Portus Grove, local park here, Portus Cale. Somehow distant from busy city and smell of the seawater so close. Seems trees, ponds, all seem to blot it out.
It is nice here.
Indeed. It is a simple place. It tired.
Have you been here before? In your time?
Here specifically, no. I mostly kept to the north of Falling Fire.
Understood.
But instinct, the recognition of mortal patterns. And you see her start looking around. Starts going off the beaten path. They are quite predictable. She takes you to this tree off the beaten path, and behind it appears to be an unconscious or dirty drunken man.
Thank you.
Getting
Thank you,
that
Red.
Getting that Vietnam vet guy. Yeah, I used to be an adventurer. Get a spirit copper for an old show. Excuse me.
Is he asleep? He's unconscious, right?
He is passed
Drunken
completely
stupor.
out from a drunken stupor.
So this is.
This will be your observation.
Thank you. As I check both left and right to make sure nobody's watching.
You're gonna need two things from. I'm gonna need two things from you. I'm gonna need a perception check, and I'm going to need a stealth check.
A stealth. Okay. Perception first. What is my perception? I have a high perception. I can't use passive by any chance, can I?
No.
Unnatural 20?
That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, unnatural. Anyway.
I only heard natural, sorry.
Oh, my mic must have cut out.
Alright.
And stealth. Hey, 10! That's not bad.
Not bad, all things considered, yeah.
You look around, it's pretty late at night. The grove isn't lit up like the rest of the town. It's meant to be a place where you just from dawn to dusk park sort of deal.
Yeah.
You do not see anyone around. While most vampires can settle for a drink of blood, Los Camillet likes to siphon deep within the subconscious mind. Fuel source. An energy source that no other house seems to have it. She sort of taps the side of his head. You see this red tinge from her fingernail just seep into his temple, which allows her to pick him upright into a more like sitting position, leaned up against the tree.
Yeah.
While I do not normally appreciate bitter drunkenness, their most sober thoughts come out when they're drunk. You see her bring her fangs close to the neck, but never biting it, as she sort of just like brings it really close to his cheek, his ear. And like she's breathing it in, you can see this like deep press into the shoulder opposite of where she's standing, and this sort of white vapor just sort of begins to seep out of his ear as it slowly drifts into Camillet's mouth.
Is it weird? I think it's like she drinks cerebrospine fluid. Like, oh,
No, that's a different house.
Different house.
Yeah, wrong house.
Wrong house. I don't want to meet the bile puns. Oh, ew.
Oh, you wouldn't. They're
And
disgusting.
while this drunken man was like muttering and like breathing, you see restlessness come to a halt as he almost gets dropped down limp. See, Camelot's
Fascinating.
eyes are shut as she's just like, her face and chin go up to the sky, almost basking in the taste.
It's a beautiful night for a bite.
Ooh.
You ruined it.
I thought you were gonna say what a terrible night for a curse.
I was tempted to.
Sit in the corner.
Mhm.
Sit in the corner, Red.
I was tempted to.
What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets.
That was my senior quote. Fun fact. Anyway,
Hey, nice.
Anyway,
Anyways.
after
Sorry.
taking the piss out of this whole wholesome moment.
Our specialty.
we just killed a man, and it's a wholesome moment. I love it.
He's not dead.
The blood is life.
What a poor soul. So much of his life cut apart. Fortunate circumstance. This
Well-
is the way of House Camin.
And I will learn this way. I feel like I have to. For I would not truly know my family if I did not know their ways.
Start slow. Work our way back up to this moment.
Understood.
For now, as she almost unceremoniously tosses the body to you. For now, drink.
I go to bite him.
All right. While his body is loose, his blood is still fresh and warm. You almost feel this ecstatic invigoration. This is truly one of the first times you have ever completely been won over by this crate.
That's good.
Will that feel tight? And know that it is the means of our very survival.
Of course. Master.
Simply your
Of course. As she exhales and proceeds to throw up a little.
You got it. Is it weird that in my mind, for some reason, you're like, yes, master, have a crazy straw. I just slurp it
There's
out.
a crazy
It's
straw.
like, oh,
Crazy straw in their neck.
yeah, crazy straw out the ear, just like drinking the dreams up. Like, that's gonna be the drinking.
With that, I believe you all are getting a long rest.
Yeah.
I love
was-
that one, Scarlet. Oh my god.
You're amazing. We love you.
Oh my god, I love that one. I am bald. I am sad. On the counter, I am bald.
Sweet.
I am sad.
Oh, sweet lord.
Oh Lord, he bald. Oh no.
Oh Lord, he balding.
Ian is just hanging out with Tora while friggin' Joust and Ilafi are drinking and being sad.
Oh, he's just sad because he doesn't have his hat. His head is cold. He needs hair. He needs
No.
friends.
No.
Trana definitely wipes the blood and bile off of her
Viscera.
off of her mouth before heading back inside. By the way,
Yeah, of course.
It's weird. I like to think that like your nun outfit just like got a big blood say, "Hey guys, how's everything tonight?" Oh my goodness, what
it is
happened?
black, so it would get covered up.
Oh, I mean, that's still a lot of blood in a body when you're draining it from the neck. Like,
Yeah.
it's like opening a fountain in your face.
I
Oh,
hear it's a net
conversation
artery.
like that.
Yeah,
It's a gusher.
Gusher, yeah, you get it right.
No!
I see you dug into the snack packs. I get it. Okay.
God damn it.
Who fucking said that? Who fucking said that? What's the gusher line? I'm gonna beat you up.
I said it.
I'm gonna beat you up.
I beat you up. How dare you enjoy some delicious
Meet me in the
gushers.
freaking back parking
No.
lot of the Denny's.
All right. With
Basically-
that,
never mind.
with that for you all, it is a new day.
Yay!
Yay!
Hooray! Spell slots. And my body isn't crumpled anymore.
I don't get anything.
I did fine.
2 of my hit dice back. Let's go.
There you go.
I got my spells back.
Hit dice or key points.
Key points come back after a rest.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm picturing I'm picturing every time a vampire eats different types of snacks. Like fruit by the foot is the the intestinal tracts and stuff.
Oh god.
You know,
Okay.
the whole time that was happening, I didn't want to say it was exactly like Calumet was vaping.
Oh. Yes, the kiwi strawberry mist. It is the blood. It is the life.
Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways.
Just motionless. His head just gets up from the bar. It's like goes to comb his perfect hair. Sees
By the
it's
time you have
there.
awoken, Hamilet is resting peacefully in the bed. The rest of
Yeah,
you
it-
awake to a bright and shining morning.
We're keeping the window closed, obviously, and
Of course.
having blankets covering
the curtains drawn, everything. Yeah.
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 Just like home.
Soon as I get up, I'm kicking Drana awake. Come on, get up.
Okay.
No, we-
Okay.
You don't get 5 more minutes. Come on.
All right. As she stands up.
You got a little fruit punch on there, on your cheek there. Yeah.
Yeah. I wipe my face, making sure there's nothing left over.
Feels good the first time, doesn't it?
I need to get used to the taste. It didn't agree with me.
I can tell you had quite a number of bile when you came in. You
Maybe it was because he was a drunkard, but
yeah, that'll do it.
oh
Those are
god,
usually
they're going to
kind of
be
funny too.
on the lookout for us now. Fuck. Anyway,
It depends on how much you drank and whether or not he remembers it.
Oh, he's not gonna remember nothing.
No, their
Anyway.
characters. Yep.
Come on, let's go wash it down.
yeah, Drona and Payne go downstairs. I assume.
The Boba, his usual, just jolly old self, just getting the chairs all ready, getting the floor all swept up.
Got any Tums?
Joust is- you got an antacid, Bob?
He just
I'm
slam.
gonna
He
need the
just
strongest coffee out
plops a
of
beer
whatever you got.
bottle on the table.
Yeah, and Drona just tilts and starts drinking.
Ooh,
You got any
copper.
coffee?
I unfortunately only have gold.
Oh, that's exactly what a bartender.
I
would
mean,
do.
hey,
I'm
at least
sorry,
I'll
all I
cover a
have is
meal as
more
well.
money.
I'll cover a
Yeah.
meal.
Do you have anything to eat as well? Egg, maybe.
I can sell for some fish.
Yeah, fish
Fish
will
is
do.
fine.
All right.
I put a gold on the table to make sure it's paid for.
I'll try to make it a nice big old slab of tuna.
Raw tuna. Nothing goes better with a
Cooked,
hangover
come
than that.
on. Run a nice business here.
Hey, if you got any raw ones, I'll take them. Save them for later.
This ain't the town market. We cook our food here.
True, but I trust you.
Hey, you trust me to cook it?
Fine. What's with the show?
That's a spirit.
Coffee at the very least.
Starts stoking the fires in his own little kitchen.
Hey. Fish are our friends, not food. Yes, they are. They're food. Shut up.
Oh, their food, delicious food. now I'm picturing every time you feed it just like a fish, like die fish, just sucking the color out of it, like Marceline just sucking the color out of something.
It's yummy.
Oh, a nice smoked tuna and beer for breakfast.
As he just sort of pushes the plate over. It's got this like nice smoky film over it. Fresh cooked.
Good charmer.
Drona cuts it and then just takes a big chunk with her hands and just bites into it. like
Hey,
Oh,
Like a wild
hey, you're
animal.
gonna save some for me, aren't you? What the fuck?
that's why I cut it.
You get the tail. Here you go.
You get
What, you think I'm
the
going to eat it like a barbarian?
I mean, I'm sure he has a fork.
Yeah, he
Rips
left one
off
right
another
there for
piece
you.
with my teeth. Sorry.
He just takes the freaking fork and just like starts nibbling on it.
What's everyone else up to while we're eating?
Gauss is just sitting down at the bar with no hat, and he hasn't done much. He's just sat there.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Good morning. I see you have gotten some breakfast. I have been up early morning. You should have seen the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Joust, where's your hat?
I do not know. I went to sleep and I still could not find it.
I gave it to you.
Oh, I might be sitting on it. Oh, here it is. And he stands up and it's just all flattened out and he just puts it on. It just goes like the place. It's like a big floppy sun hat. He's like, I will work on fluffing it up.
Yes, you do that.
So what are we going to do today? We have many hours. It is merely after sunrise. Our journey awaits, but all we need to do is go in the right direction.
We need to go talk to that contact, I think.
Oh yeah,
Takes
that
another bite of
Finian
fish.
guy. Yeah,
Yes, contact.
should be south of here, somewhere in the Arcanus district.
Well, we gotta get looking. Tosses the last piece of fish from her piece up in the air as she like catches it with her jaws.
Got some pep to your step this morning.
I feel good. I definitely feel good.
You
That's
seem to
good.
have a fresh shade of color on you. It suits you well, Drana.
Sorry. We got
What?
another one.
Uh-oh.
We got another
Uh-oh.
one.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta
please.
see this. I gotta see this.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
see. Yeah! It's canon.
Well, that
Oh my
that one's
God.
going onto the Twitter.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Oh
Toronto
my
crazy strong.
god.
Yeah, Drana's got the silly straw. Oh boy.
Thank you,
That was-
Dad.
That was
You know
the
what?
best.
I'll bring it up at the end of this.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, you
The
need the
world needs to
beginner's
see.
silly straw.
Yeah.
You are still too young to feed with your teeth. Here is your silly straw.
Anyways,
Yeah.
thank you so much, dude.
Oh my God, Din, you are the best. We love you.
So you have your breakfast, you gather your belongings, and start heading further into town. Boba mentioned heading south to the Arcanist district to see if you can spot yourself this healer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can find this guy?
Sure.
Or maybe investigation.
Investigation.
Perception, investigation, persuasion, however you'd like to.
I'll go investigation. That's a little bit higher.
All right.
I feel like Joust would ask around as he's trying to fix his hat up. He's also asking if his hat looks good. 'Cause
14.
14.
And persuasion. Let's see. That is going to be a +6. Okay. So
I can try and investigate.
If you'd
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. Go for it.
I got a 9.
17.
Not great.
9, 17.
I'm busy trying to get my hat bigger, and it's not going very well, I guess.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, wait, my hat's not right. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Have a good day.
He ties it up like to try and make it like stay on his head, and it keeps falling down. So he's like, "Well, wait, it is blowing away. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. I gotta catch my hat." It's just like he's running after it, and the guy's like, "I gotta get to work." It just like goes off. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of sleuthing in the Arcanist district. There's all sorts of refugee mages just sort of like trying to peddle their services to whoever's willing, or even just like a simple magic trick. Eventually, though, you find this sort of wooden shack amongst the stones and the shanty buildings. You see what appears to be like a small chair sitting outside of this shack. You see sort of wrapped up in bandages, a man sitting at one of the chairs. Person walks out of the room. You see what appears to be like this bottle, as well as like a few bits of herbs. The context clues together think that this is the place you're looking for.
You gonna smoke
Tora-
those herbs?
Tora, why don't you take the lead on this one?
Tora?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
You
Alright.
you go ahead.
Yeah, what exactly are we looking for out of this one?
Both information on our captain's whereabouts and possibly getting some potions on the side.
Yes.
I guess you should flex your new credentials of being, in the guild or whatever.
You could, if you really wanted to be flashy about it and be a dick.
That is your style, Tora. You are
I
flashy.
immediately take it
You are
out.
not the dick.
Oh, there we
Wait.
go. He's whipping out his dick. There we go. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Well, not what I expected to see off that conversation. I'm just gonna go talk to these people over here, and Olaf will just walk to the most nearby people and just ask, "Hey, do you know this guy? What was the name?" I've
Well, the
heard it like
contact?
15. Yeah, I've heard it like 15 times a session, but I just can't remember for the
Finian.
life of me.
Mickey McFinian.
No, his name is Finian.
Just
Yeah.
some random schmuck being like,
Well, I'm just waiting
Maybe
for
I'll
his
get lucky.
brother. I'm waiting for his brother Furbius,
You know who
I
Finian is?
swear to God, I'm
Sorry
gonna
there,
start
bud.
rolling psychic damage.
18.
Yeah. You pretty much just go up to the man sitting in the chair and. Oh, yes, I'm simply just waiting my turn. Yep.
Hmm?
The Finian. Yeah, takes care of us down here.
That's good. We got a business proposition for him. It's kind of important.
I mean, probably not going anywhere with his bum leg, so. Not like I can stop ya.
No, I can't bring myself to do that.
Um,
we just don't want to wait too long is the thing.
You're coming with me, old man.
check his leg.
Yeah, you see his right leg is pretty much from like just below the knee down to his ankle, just completely wrapped up in bandages and sort of put through what do you call them? A splint.
So he's got like rickets, like kind of thing going on, but it's wrapped up. Kind of like so it's just a really bum leg, basically.
When I was out fishing, I wasn't paying attention and a large break hit and my leg got caught between the boat and the dock.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a bad break then. I just crumpled. Oh.
But
Brutal.
Vidian's been taking care of me. Been doing
Good.
weekly little sermons of his, making sure I take my medicines and all that. Been getting better. I'm able to at least put some weight on it now.
How long has it been like this?
At least a month now.
It can't be that much longer. It should be healing up well.
I hope so. Vidian does prefer his natural remedies.
Oh no, he's trying to treat actual medicine with physical therapy. Oh no. No.
Well, we can wait after you.
It's
We're in
fine,
no
it's
rush.
fine.
We've
No,
got a bit of a schedule, honestly. Come on.
Nonsense. It would be rude. He was been waiting in line all morning. Look at the poor man.
Honestly, I just got here, so...
Oh, well then.
Okay.
No, as he's like, okay then, cutsies, and goes in front.
Nora, take the lead. Fuck's sakes, please.
Or just knock on the door.
All right, I'm knocking.
Alright. Eventually, opening the door, appears this about 6 foot tall elven man. You see this tight green bandana sort of keeping this dirty blonde hair all up in wraps behind his head. He's wearing these sort of like this like cream colored tunic. The sleeves are completely like tattered and worn off. His hands are like stained green from all sorts of different herbs he seems to have been dabbling in. Just these like plain black pants that go down to a pair of sandals. Yes, hello?
Yes, hello. We're here to inquire about a few things, if you don't mind.
Oh, certainly. He sort of leans out and is just like, Greg, you're in time for a therapy session. I'll be right with you. Take your time. sort of just like, would you like to come in?
Oh, please.
All right.
I step in. Yeah.
Before we go in, I definitely would give Greg a little pep talk with parting inspiration. Like, I believe in you, Greg. Like, tap on the shoulder. Like, also, sorry about cutting in line. I'm just in a bit of a hurry. And then, like,
He sort of just like shrugs.
He's like, I feel slightly inspired. Like,
The moment you enter in, you're hit with this like thick musk of just fermented plants, these hanging herbs all drying over a kettle, this rolling, boiling pot in the center, this sort of several like makeshift shelves holding like these empty flasks and bottles, and it's quite a mess in here. And like you sort of look off to the side and you see a bed cot. Like this is one entire room here, and it is all being used like multi-purpose, like just workplace and home kind of all in one. Oh, like a studio apartment but in a shack. So you have heard about my practices, my medicinery?
It is far more pungent than I was expecting, but yes.
Well, sometimes you need that. Can't be too careful with potency. Now, what
Indeed.
is it that you need? I offer all sorts of different herbalisms, supplements, dabble in a bit of alchemy.
There was a matter of just a few potions, if you don't mind, but that's a small matter of business.
Sure. Let me see. Sort of leans in to just like tilt his chin up and take a look at you, and just like, Chiseled smile. He sort of turns like big but lean build as he sort of looks over to Alafi. He looks over to Joust and just like, rock hard
What
pecs.
yeah,
What
like,
race is this guy?
This is an
He's an
elven
elf.
man.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna like look at her and he's like, I'm sorry, but I'm lost in your eye."
Adventurers, I presume.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think that's the term for it, yes.
I was going to say the term troubadours, but I guess adventurers works well.
The Troubadours, that would be a fun name, wouldn't it?
I believe we are scheduled deliveries. That is what we are calling ourselves.
We're workshopping it.
Yes, because it seems today I am delivering something to you. I can only presume that if you are adventurers, you are looking for potions, and if you're looking for potions, you're probably looking for healing potions.
He is good. No, as I'm like, wow, he is really good at his job.
Listen, with all the mages I've had to take care of who have been venturing off here from God's knows where, it's been quite taxing to take care of them all at once, but so far nobody else seems to be doing it, so I at least try to offer my expertise. I promise you that I am as reasonable as things get around here.
We're also hoping you could help us with one other thing.
Oh, sure. Because he's already, like, readying his pot for, like, brewing potions.
Looks looks towards Tora.
Hmm.
Go on.
Okay. Someone help me out of character. My brain's blanking on the name.
Silverbeard.
Thank you. God, I need to my notes got lost.
Yeah, yar.
I know.
Hey. Arr.
Of course, Yar.
Yar.
Yes, yar, fiddle
Put that right next to his name, Silverbeard. Yar.
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 That's yar with 3 R's? Ah, yes. Yar.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
we're also looking for someone, and hoping if you may know their whereabouts.
Take care of a lot of would-be mages and artificers alike. Sure, I know somebody that's been in my clinic.
How are you at boat captains?
Been several sailors that have tried seeking remedies for their seasickness. Captains do suffer from that too, so I try to be more discreet about them. Want them thinking they're weak captains.
Need confidentiality and all that. But we are looking for one named Silverbeard. If you have happened to treat him or any of his crew.
Ah, Silverbeard. Wasn't too long ago that I saw him. Came in quite a tizzy. Boy suffering from bruises and broken bones and hurt feelings, believe it or not. They came to me about hurt feelings. Can you believe that?
Jeez, sounds like he was in rough shape. I'd hate to see
That's
who did that to
really
him.
funny.
Jocelyn's and he's like, it is a brutal condition. I've heard of people dying from broken hearts all the time.
He mentioned having to console one of his pirate friends about some stranger blowing a kiss at him while they were getting ransacked. It was very strange.
Yeah, that was us.
What person would do that?
Oh, you don't remember? That was you.
You're nudging Ilavi.
Ah, yes, you're right. I remember. Some no-good rapscallion. That is right. And then he leans over to Laffy.
Yes, I know of I know of Silverbeard.
Would you know where he might be right now? Or at least a guess?
Last I heard from him, he was trying to rebuild his crew up. Oh, hasn't really gotten to much success, so he hasn't set sail already, then I don't know what he's up to.
Presumably at the docks, I suppose.
Yeah,
Probably at a tavern at the docks.
Having at the docks or trying to recruit people at the docks. One or the other.
The closest bar we were at was right by the dock.
Well,
But we were just...
believe it or not, he tried hiring me too, but I've got my business here I'd rather take care of.
I mean, fair enough.
So, about those potions then.
Yes, speaking of your business, we should do something.
What were we in the trade for?
Well, I would not mind a simple healing potion. Just a just-in-case measure.
Easy enough, easy enough. Now, how...
After getting my face almost stomped off by a stone giant, I'm partial to seeing if we can get some for me too.
Ooh, sounds rough. Why are you picking fights with stone giants?
He was at the front gate.
He was in our way from getting into Portus Cale.
That's one reason to fight a stone giant, yes.
Also, he did not like sharing things except trees with us, so it was kind of like his fault, I guess.
Hard to tell with them, they rarely talk outside of their mountain homes. Either way, how many potions were we looking for? And, how potent were we trying to get them? I can brew some basic ones up real quick if you want.
A basic would suffice for me for now.
All right.
And I'll take 3, counting his. Give us a discount, maybe.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Look, why did I ask this question?
I don't know. Why did you ask?
Because I get a discount, obviously.
Why don't you just?
I'll
why
ace
don't
this
you
roll anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, why don't you get the one guy whose only job is to be good at charisma? Tora. Yeah.
Well, I suppose if it's gonna help you from making a return visit with broken bones, we can do that. How about if we combine them all together? We will drop the grand total by 5 gold apiece. So I was going to sell them for 25. So if you're going to bundle them up to, what was it, about 4?
With the price off, we'll get 5.
5. Well, in that case, we can do this for about 100 gold.
Idiolafi will pass over exactly 100 gold.
Perfect.
4 for me, 1 for you, Tora.
Thank you.
Well, it's not quite ready yet. As you see him like take
Takes the empty bottle back from you.
well,
Oh, I
you
see.
see him lining up these bottles right next to the cauldron. And you see him just take his hands, press them up against the back of the cauldron, which is still hot, by the way.
Ow!
It doesn't seem to phase him, though, as he sort of just, like, lifts it up and just, like, from right to left, just sort of begins pouring the contents of the cauldron into each of the bottles until, like, they're tapped full, and then drops the cauldron back down. Like,
Wow.
Just
he has
giving his
some
hand a
really
bit of
good
a
upper
shake.
Body strength. He's got some lats. Jesus Christ. Holy crap.
Go. Don't mind the runoff. It should be fine.
Nice.
As he just starts corking each of the bottles.
And Laffy will pass each of the party members 1 healing potion.
All right.
What am I supposed to do with this beverage?
When
Only
you get hurt,
Yeah.
Well, you drink it, of course.
No. Wait. You have to explain things very, very specifically to him.
Oh, yes. You remove the visor from your mouth.
I
And-
cannot. I do not eat or drink
Uh,
food.
no,
I am a
okay.
Gearforged.
That was something we were trying to not have you speak as much about, right? Was that
Welcome
a thing?
home, Ken.
No,
See.
that is outside of Fallen Fire. This is if we were in Fallen Fire, then yes, we should be more careful. But for here, we should be fine.
Ah, well, in
Okay.
this case, you see him actually like full start rummaging through some stuff. You're going to need this, and he hands you like a wooden funnel.
As I look at it, yes, perfect, and puts that on his head and said, "A new hat, wonderful."
No, it's not a hat.
Oh.
There's I'm sorry, may I? As he sort of like points to your chest specifically.
As he's like, "Oh, I see. I know what you mean." And you see that he just like kind of rips open the buttons of his shirt a little bit, and there's like kind of a little slot that goes and opens up, kind of like where you would like put a spigot for oil.
Yes, you understand now. It's just like,
I get it.
funnel?
So it is an oil change. It is an oil change. Oh, obviously.
Consider it oil you take when you're really hurt.
Oh, but believe me, I've tested this. It should work with Gearforge's constructions.
Fascinating. I have not heard of the process of alchemy in our systems.
A very rare practice, but luckily I've been curious enough to study it a little bit myself.
Well,
And
then
I
it seems
think
you are
this
full
brew
of
should work for
surprises.
both machine people and not machine people.
Machine people. He writes that down. He's like, machine people. Then he kind of underlines the word of a dot under people, and he's like, crosses off and says machine. Yes, peep.
That settles our business. Good luck
Now,
finding.
Alafi, I owe you a bit on this potion. How much do I need to cover you?
Were it not for your help in the giant fight, I would not have finished it off.
Well, right. I will
You're
round
good.
it up. I will round it up to 50 gold. Then here
That's
you go.
not how that works. I'm
Right, you are
His
right.
hands are up, and they're like, "You can't make me take it. I'm just gonna walk away."
All right, I will just put it in your bag when you fall asleep later. Then no worries.
Nope, not gonna sleep then. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna hide it. So it's fine.
Smack Joust upside the head. Cease.
You can't make me.
Either way,
What do you think
good
about-
luck finding Silverbeard. Probably shouldn't be too hard to miss. He has a silver beard after all.
That is true. We are looking for a dwarf with a silver beard. He might stand out pretty well.
One
Or
would
we-
hope, anyway.
Or we look for a post for people in search of a crew. Presumably, it will lead us to him. And perhaps we can join his crew. Therefore, we would be able to.
Shays.
We are not doing that.
Oh, I thought we were looking for gainful employment since our
Nope,
small
no, no,
business
no,
is
no,
not
no, no,
getting-
no, no, no,
is
no,
not
no,
seemingly
nope.
picking up.
Nope, nope. Joust focused on the task. at
Where are we
hand.
gonna leave
are-
our cart?
Oh
We
no!
left it at the croc shell.
You see
Are
like
we
cement
just gonna
blocks
leave
where
it there?
we see the
I
cement
mean,
blocks where he
no,
put it. Oh
we'll-
no! Someone's taking the wheels. No.
Is the ship? The ship might be big enough to carry the cart. I don't know how we're going to care for the horses. Though.
I don't think we would be economical to take it with us.
Mm.
But I don't think it's economical to sell it either.
Well, I mean, it is a used one, and it has survived a manticore attack.
Can we get the
Yeah.
carts on the boat, sell the horses, and buy new ones when we actually get back to land?
Maybe.
Sounds
That's an
reasonable.
idea.
Maybe we could get some riding lizards instead.
Oh, that would be fun.
What is a riding lizard?
Something I just made up.
As he thinks about it, and he's like, "That sounds fabulous."
Children, the lot of you. Oh my lord.
But either way, I suppose we should make our way back to the docks now that we have gained these potions.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Yeah, we need to find a man with a silver beard.
Mm-hmm.
And presumably not one who just painted it today.
That would
Do
be
you
a
think-
tremendous coincidence.
Do you think Silverbeard touches his beard up with silver paint?
We
Just
could
a
ask
thought.
I'm gonna
him.
walk out now.
Yeah, he's
Following
like,
you.
he thinks about it.
I
as he's
follow
walking,
as
he's
well.
Like, he's like,
Yes,
"But we
take care
have
of
to have-"
yourselves.
Thank
You
you.
can
Thank
just send Greg in.
But by the
Oh,
way,
yeah. I'll help Greg in as I come out. I was like, "Let me help you, sir."
I'm fine.
Well, at least prop yourself up to at least walk inside for me.
Finian recommended I start walking on my own 2 feet again.
Well,
by the
good
way,
luck with that.
Finian, you didn't see us. And as I walk away,
Is it weird that I think you do the Penguins of Massacre? You didn't.
you didn't
nothing.
see anything. I was tempted to. I
Or
was
you-
tempted to.
Or you do the
Are
John
you
Cena,
attempting
like,
to
you can't see
intimidate him
me.
into not seeing you, or
No, no.
I mean, he saw.
I'm just saying it.
Of course, he's gonna
He
remember
didn't see
us.
He didn't see us.
Doctor-patient confidentiality. We weren't here.
yes, and neither was Silverbeard. Take care.
Bye.
Oh my god. So I guess we're heading to the docks, or
Yeah,
That was it.
I'm gonna need you all to make perception checks.
alrighty.
Since we are hopelessly lost in this place.
It's more of keeping an eye out
14.
for any Silverbeards.
15.
You said perception.
Yes.
Alafi's
14.
apparently not looking for Silverbeard.
It's
Oh,
it's just so
oh.
far under your head that you just can't tell.
9.
No.
Joust is contemplating the idea if he could grow a silver beard now. So he's thinking about. He's like, well, if I cannot have a wig, I should have a beard.
Yeah, no, this wasn't difficult as you start heading towards the docks of Portus Cale. You hear just this loud, boisterous dwarven voice.
And there's our man.
Or a very loud dwarf.
Sort of,
Same thing, really.
Sort of just pandering his ship's services, just like, hey, you, 10 shillings and you're gonna be able to sail all across the seas. What'd you say? And he's just like, sailors and fishermen are just passing him by as he's trying his darndest to recruit.
Tora, if you would. I'll just snack on this one. I think it's deserved.
What?
Don't worry, Tora. I got this one. And so he's
Oh,
looking
no.
up to him.
Hey,
No,
come on,
no,
come on, the
stop
sea,
it.
the air, all the fish you can eat. Buzz off.
So, may the ancestors greet you this fine morning, Captain.
I
Oh,
was rid of you lot.
Great, it's you.
He's already trying to pull up his like little stand he's got set up. I gotta get the hell out of here.
Hi again.
well, didn't think you would still be in town.
Oh, we already left and came back.
Yeah.
That would explain why I haven't seen you since then. I help you, or...
Yes.
How are things going for you?
Fine. Gathering up a nice fine crew for myself.
Yeah.
All of what,
You know,
5?
replace the
Ready to-
ones that you, so venomously took away from us.
Yeah. and
Shame
how many recruits are you up to now?
Plenty.
62. It's a random number that's clearly fake.
Probably just,
Well-
you know, 1 or 2 more recruits here and there, and we'll be able to sail that ship just fine.
Were you trying to get that guy to pay you 10 shillings to join your crew?
No, I was trying to pay him 10 shillings. Come on.
Okay, well, I guess my economics isn't so good.
Joust is looking over his proposal. Wow, 10 shillings to be a crew member. This seems like a steal.
Here,
Nope.
let me help you with this. I'm going to cast a guidance on him. So the next time he tries to persuade
Good.
someone, he gets an extra D4 on top of it.
He's
roll
probably-
low, roll low,
what are
roll
you
low,
doing?
roll low.
Don't worry, I'm giving you a helping hand for.
I don't
The
need
next
a
person.
helping hand.
I'm a grown ass man.
By your recruiting, it seemed like you need many hands.
Oh, he got you there.
Listen, wait. You're not gonna leave me. What do you want?
We want to charter you.
Excuse me?
We need a boat. We would like to
First
charter
thing,
you.
you kill me crew, you come back to annoy me, and now you're wanting to hire me. I mean, think about it. I would be like, what the?
And
You know what I do, right?
yes, and we're trying to keep this out of the saints' ears and eyes.
Ah.
Yes, we need to go somewhere that a normal boat is not going to be willing to go. Perhaps somewhere where your recruiting might be more successful.
You're taking me home.
Yes, I believe that's
At
what
hearing
it's
at
called.
hearing that from Drana, he's sort of just like, oh no. I am
No?
not sailing all the way back to Gallius. No way.
How much would it cost?
What? But
Everyone's got a price.
Wow, that is some dark shit there, John. Jeez.
Not untrue.
We've already know what you're willing to sink to. Now it's just a matter of setting a price.
Listen, this
Jeez.
isn't some sort of charter boat. We're not out here trying to make a living like most other landlubbers, alright? We are entrepreneurs of the sea.
And you're doing a fantastic job of advertising it.
You gotta get him in with a little bit of bait first, you know?
You gotta romance him, you know? You can't
Yeah.
You don't romance him. What is wrong with you? You know what? Don't answer
you
that.
need-
You've already said enough when I was on a ship.
You need. We understand. You need to be a master baiter to reel them in.
Oh, for the love of... You're taking this in such a weird direction. Alright.
Apologies. No, but
You don't ever apologize for doing that.
apologies, but we are in desperate need, and no other ship is going that way.
And it sounds like you need to make it worth my while.
I could definitely give you a discount as well as pay. I could pay 100 up front if these fine folks are willing to chip in. We could pay more.
That true?
All right. As Joss is just like, of course, what do I have need of money? I have the greatest treasure of all, friendship, as well as pain.
As long as you can
Why
remember
me
that friendship.
specifically?
Because you are not just a friend, Pain. You are my best friend.
Kill me now. Kill me now. Just send me back to the grave. I'm done here.
No, continue to suffer.
Joss is like, Joss pulls out, he lifts up his hat, and on his bald head is a bag, and he's like, I have 92 gold. I could be able to give you exactly 92 gold.
You see him beginning to like try to plot a course in his own brain.
All you would have to do is deal with me for as long as the trip.
You know
or
what?
I could just remain. Or I could remain quiet.
You do that second one you just said. The staying quiet one, just to be very clear. I might have to consider it.
Well,
All right.
ask them. I did it for
Not
at
to
least a
mention-
whole 2 weeks.
If you're looking for a crew that's willing to work for cheap, would Gallius not be the place you want to be anyway?
It's not about the little sailors that are in Gallius. It's the bigger ones that are in Gallius.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It seems like you are not well liked there.
Well.
It's a long story. Listen.
If you are,
Sounds like he's low on the totem pole there.
No.
You
Oh,
see him
no,
like
I
clench
didn't
his
know there
fist
were,
and like almost like start shaking it at you in rage.
He thinks
That's
he's like,
behind
I
his
did not,
smile.
I
you
did
don't
not-
want to mess with some of the captains higher up in Gallius.
I did not know there
More
was such
more
a
like
high
I
totem
already
pole.
messed with them enough.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, you. Never mind. Anyway,
Listen, I need to start. If we're really going to Gallius, I'm going to have to plot a course, and then I can give you a number.
you want us to help you find a crew as well?
I think I'm looking at my crew.
Joust turns around. Boy,
Yeah, I
did
turn
not-
around as well.
Yeah, Joust looks. He's like, "Wow, you're right. This guy with the parrot seems pretty good."
I'm looking at you,
means
folks, you
us.
lot.
Oh,
There are some caveats to this.
Yeah.
For one, we have a carriage and we'd like to bring it with us. Just makes it easier for us to travel once we're off.
Do I
And-
look like a petting zoo?
No animals, just carriage.
Yeah, we just sell the horses and then we just buy some new ones when we get there.
And we have another passenger.
Very bold of
One
you
more.
to assume that Gallius has horses.
Well,
I told them about riding lizards, but I don't know if they have any of those either.
Listen, the lizards are all a bunch of treasure hunting hoo-has in that desert.
Boy, it
I could
sounds
probably
like
pull
that's
the cart.
Yeah, that
It'll be
is true.
hard.
We could all just walk. That also works.
that, and we have one other passenger.
Yeah. Get yourself sorted out and meet me at my boat at the docks. We're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Very well.
Shouldn't we also maybe want to make a detour as well?
What, detours?
Wait,
And I believe that is a good
No
place to
way.
end the session.
Oh, also, we need to pick up. Yeah, we have about 3 stops. We'd like to do
Also,
along
we
the
would like
way,
to pick up some milk.
I was about to say.
Yeah, it's like also we have to pick
We
up
need to
some
pick up
friends.
some milk and some cigarettes and your
We-
mother. Wait.
We need to stop at stop B on this Uber. We need to do a pickup. What?
Either way, it looks like we
We're
will
going past.
start settling your transportation needs next session.
Hell yeah.
In the meantime,
Went through session without fighting anything. Let's go.
nice roleplay session. I really like that.
You like
Yeah.
it? I can't wait to get ambushed
technically,
by
I
something.
killed a guy.
Yep.
That wasn't a fight.
And I hope you all enjoyed. I also I needed to remember this because I promised I was going to show this.
Yeah, we got it. We gotta
Yeah.
show
We
off
have
these
to.
things.
We have to
We
show this
got
off.
it.
It's
It's
so
so good.
Let me
Yeah.
just
By the
pick
way,
up the
Din,
file.
super good. Super good.
We will end it on this lovely note over here. Let me just pull out the Din and D folder because I'm gonna need one of those now.
Mhm.
Quick,
I have an
Gary,
entire
hold up
folder
this
dedicated
time.
to fan art.
Oh, it's a bit big. Little big, little big. Oh, look at that.
Maybe
Look at the silly straw. It's so
Hey.
good.
it's so
It's
good.
so good.
So funny.
Y'all.
First one's always free.
Freaking silly
Yes.
straw on the neck.
So now there has to be the magical item, the silly straw of life drain.
Hey, you know what we need to do? We need to have at least one piece of fan art for the DM screen, at least once
Oh.
a session.
One
We
one
gotta
fan art
put-
per session.
One feature fan art for per session.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
That's actually a really good idea.
All right.
It's a really good. It's a good idea. Yeah.
Either way, I
Right.
hope you all enjoyed watching this so much. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for all the kind and wonderful conversations you've been having while we're having the session.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It should be noted that sometime in the month of July there is going to be an actual scheduled conflict. So just expect that coming into the month of July. But for now, everything's going to be right on schedule till the next conflict.
Smooth. Well said.
Well
We're-
done. Well
We
done.
still need to work on that. Oh my god.
And
First take.
until
First
then,
We're
we'll,
8
we'll
episodes
see.
in.
Bye. We'll see you next time.
I swear to God.
Bye-bye.
Episode 10.